Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Thursday. Glad you're with us tonight. We have 3 big hours live from Los Angeles and a spectacular show. We're actually going to see quite a few pieces that may seem like we're going to pick up where we left off last night with a Blue Wing Block D variety that's going to be very, very special. We actually have some different sizes that we didn't have yesterday. Of course, yesterday, if you weren't with us, had some of the best values we've ever seen in Blue Wing, and we're going to continue that, but instead of 6 carats, we'll go a little bit larger, and we'll bring you a really, really special stone that's a little bit smaller. So we're going to kind of cover your bases in Blue Wing Block D as we get ready to say farewell to these stones, because we have very, very few left in the entirety of the inventory. So this is a stone you want to pick up now if you need one. Plus, we've got a really, really special couple of top of the hours. We're going to have a little Valentine's Day precursor because it's never too early to shop the values, to have it all set aside, tucked away, ready to go for all the gift giving. And it doesn't just mean necessarily the lovers of your life. It could be the gals that you love, the friends, the daughters, the best friends, and anybody else, because when we bring jewelry that is Valentine's Day appropriate and year round, it is going to be a special opportunity, and it's really affordable. We've got heart-shaped amethyst on the way, which I love because there's actually a dual meaning. We've got, of course, February where Valentine's Day falls, but also it is the February birthstone is amethyst, so we're going to see those together. Plus, we've got a lot of requests to get to, so Angela in California, whenever you're ready, got 2 emerald cuts for you to look at in Blue Wing Block D. Also have Pamela M, whenever you're ready, have a gorgeous indicolite tourmaline for you, and anything else we can show you. That is why we are here live. So we're always happy to help with requests, accommodate those when we can. There are some new tanzanite drop earrings that are featuring emerald cuts as well. So, oh, and one of our largest stones left in Blue Wing Block D is also an emerald cut, and it's nearly 16 carats. And that's going to have a really special price tag and price reduction. Then we've got some cool tourmalines. I mentioned the indicolite, but we also have some of these stones that I just call magical. They really are a mix of colors, which of course tourmaline, being as varied as it is, can do. But we've got some of the more specialty looks you're going to see in tourmaline, where it's a beautiful, almost like a pink meets golden meets orange. They're incredible stones. So we'll see those as well. Plus we have earring wheels. I've got a whole earring wheel of 3 great larger style studs that had some larger price tags to begin with. We're going to take care of that. Plus a lot of one-onlys to show you. There's an incredible gents opal. So all that and more, and all whatever you want to see when you want to see it. So if any of that sounds good and intriguing and you want to see it sooner rather than later, just give us a holler and we'll help you out with that right away. And then of course there is an emerald. Oh, this emerald. The specialty of emerald. We've seen a couple good ones. We even had stud earrings yesterday that were affordable, but this emerald is a big size and incredibly clean. Super, super high quality. Does not get any better than what we're going to see coming up tonight. So that's all on tap. We got a lot to show you, so we better get going. And we start with a one-of-a-kind in a turquoise, actually. Take a look at this. This is a great stone, isn't it? Beautiful color. I'm a big proponent of everybody needing turquoise in their collection. At least one good stone, and this is going to be a great stone. And it's going to be up number 1120976 to get going, and it's a really, really specialty idea. And this also, it's going to be that, oh yeah, that 726 carat weight, but 14 points in diamonds as well. So that is extremely important. Plus you've got this really, really large, impressive look to it. There's kind of like a trillion cut out on each side with one bigger diamond. Then they continue right down the point, down the shoulders of the ring, and that's going to be our big turquoise. Now that is a color that is really, it's interesting because when you get a really good turquoise, yes, they're opaque stones, but look at the glow that that gives, right? Look at, it's almost like, yeah, how can there be a stone that is completely opaque and yet it's got this amazing colorful glow to it? That's when you get really high quality turquoise, and we're there. We're looking at it. Stays in white gold, so you have to love it the way it is. We're going to take care of the sizing for you as well. And that is, well, it's all going to be one great value, and that's what's coming up. So it was $19.99. Here's what it looks like from a distance, though, because you really have to see the size to appreciate the full compliment here, because it really is that bigger size, that bolder look that we love to see. And yeah, it's going to be real affordable. So not even $9.99 affordable either. We're going to go a lot lower than that. So just simply pick up the phone, dial in. It can be yours, and it'll be $888 instead. So our rock bottom dropped it down to the lowest possible price there, and that'll be, yes, $888. So beautiful, beautiful piece, and it is going to be for one caller only. So that's that. That's a really good one, and then we'll show it to you one more time up close. Give that 30 seconds, then we'll be on our way. Lots and lots to get to. Tony, you love this next ring. I love this next ring. And instead of you or me getting it, neither of us will get it because the customer's going to get our last of a cross ring. But it's kind of that Celtic cross. I just had a request today for cross pendants in smaller sizes, and I don't really have anything, but I do have a ring. So that's the next best thing. So we'll share that with you. And then, like I said, for my ladies who are already have their eye or their heart set on something, like again, if you want to see emerald cut tanzanites or that really special indicolite, just say the word and we'll help you out with that. So it's a really good night to shop the values, a lot of savings on the way. It's just going to be a good one for you. And I do want to show you, this is that cross ring. This is really special, 1120972. These are only a few item numbers away, ironically. And this is our last look at it. And what I love about it is it's a couple of things. This is not just that straightforward cross, right? And literally, usually straight up and down is how they go. This has more of that Celtic cross kind of vibe, right? Almost like old world, right? Just this beautiful, really, really cool look. Almost looks like it could have been like a piece from, you know, a state collection from yesteryear, but you're still getting high quality VS diamonds, because that's the big thing with diamonds in estate pieces. You don't always get high quality diamonds, or sometimes they're not even brilliant cuts. And so what's really, really exciting with this one is that you've got that really fabulous, brilliant cut. It's a good look. Then you've got the diamonds, which you see get bigger on the center, and then of course the corners, the very, very outside edges of that cross, and then they're going to have the diamonds continue all the way down the sides there as well. So it's yellow gold, and it stays in yellow gold, another great designer piece for us, but there is only that one. And then I love this style too, because it would be sitting as relatively flat on the hand as it does. Even if you wanted to put that pinky ring, thumb ring, or anywhere else, you can. You've got that ability to do so because the size is just right. And it's going to be a huge value. You don't see much in rings that are in solid gold alone for a value like what we're going to take this one to. So come on in on the early side. Want to make sure you get it and get first dibs. You know how important that is. It's critical to dial in early. We can't tell you how many times I was thinking about this today, just because, you know, fielding emails all day long as I do, phone calls and emails and then the like, it's just amazing how, you know, most pieces that you miss out on and inquire about even after that first airing, they're usually gone, and not always pieces we can bring back. And so that's the thing. We do our best. We work really hard to make things that you miss out on, but it's not easy and it's not always possible. So these are times when you have to pick up what you love, because these values are going to be so good. Don't wait. You can't pass up on a sale piece, right? Because you know that sale price is not going to be around for long. We understand that. We all know value. We understand that. And that's why, as I always say, the good pieces go, right? I'm a shopper. That's shopping philosophy 101 and can never steer you wrong. The good pieces go. So this is going to be our 30-point diamond cross. Let me try it on for you. It stays in the yellow gold. Let's make it under $1,000, of course. And I say, of course, like that's normal for gold. It's not. But here, it really is. When I'm going to bring down everything for our big Thursday, it's also the kickoff of holiday weekend, too. 3-day weekend for some. So, of course, already, I always love that about January holidays. It's like, okay, we just finished the holidays, and for everybody who just now returning back to normalcy and returning back to work, we're going to give you another holiday. So it's like easing you into the year here. But how about this? Yes. Oh, of course. That's, you know what? They're reading my mind, Jason, because that's where I was going to take it next, just so you can see this one on the thumb, because I love it that way. And keep in mind, you're going to orient it either. I'm going to just show you so it's upright to you all at home. But I would probably, if this were my own personal ring, I would probably turn it around so that you had the cross. So every time I look down at my hand, it would be upright to my eye level. So it's something you can play with. It's, again, what you always think about. Do you want it upwards for everyone else, or do you want to be able to look down and see it upright as you wear it? It's totally up to you. But that's going to be really, really special. And you know what I'll do? Let's make this even easier than $9.99. As I said, that's kind of obvious. We'd like to start with some big values, but I'm going to take this a lot lower, and look at how it's going to go more than halfway down the sides with the diamonds as well. So it's not just the centerpiece and the cross itself that's giving you those great diamonds. It's down the shoulders of the ring also, and it's not even going to be $888 or $777 or $699. Now that's a value right there, but we're taking it a lot lower for you right now. It's actually going to be $599 only. So that's a quick deal there, and you know it's going to fly. And then we've got, I don't know if you even saw this, Tony, before the show, the opal. The opal, the opal, the opal for the men. Oh my goodness, is it good. Wait till you see that. Brand new. It's almost like it's almost like you took my dress and encapsulated it and put it into a natural stone. It's just uncanny. So we'll see that coming up as well. And then do call us if you want this cross ring for $5.99. It's an awfully good way to go. So we'll have that for you. And then kicking off a big Thursday here when I hope you've had a good day. And I hope as you think about the upcoming weekend, hope you have a lot of fun and special things planned. But we have got all the jewelry that you ever would need or want. And it's all happening tonight. And we're going to put as much of it into this 3-hour show as we possibly can. So let's get to our opal because this is brand new and it's 1122842. And this is embodying all the value we love to do right here. I mean, come on, look at this. This is unbelievable material here. And let me just see, I've got some marker here on our wheel. So let me just move that, clean that up. Look at how stunning this is with the neons. Not to mention, it's going to give us one of the bigger diamond weights we ever see in a men's style. Most of the time, the diamond weight hangs out about 1/4 carat, 1/3 of a carat in that range. This is going to give us close to a carat in diamonds in a men's ring. 1122842. And that is specialty. It's going to be that perfect illustration of how opals look a lot bigger than they weigh. This is already, you can see how it's extending beyond just the opening for the mounting as well, but that's a 1 carat 05 lightning ridge black opal. It's got a lot of blue and a lot of green, but that's not it. There's also those bright purples, the golden reds and oranges and golden yellows you see already all through. And then it's got this really cool pattern, which really doesn't leave big sections where you have void of color, which is sometimes a little more common the bigger opal you get. That's not the case here. So you've got a really lovely bright look for the guys who want a stone that really stands out. This is it. Could be a ladies ring as well if you want a larger, wider ring, but with diamonds fully just wrapping around either of the borders and then also continuing to be the frame for that stone in the middle, which is 89 points in diamonds. So that is really special all the way around. And we have just the one. So come on in. It's also finished on the inside as every men's ring is, because if it weren't, you might go, that's not TVON quality. We need to have a big piece supported by the proper amount of gold, and this one is it. So you've got your choice, and you can even change it if you want to. We went with the white gold to show off the diamonds. If you wanted to have a yellow gold background instead, that'd be rich, that'd be lovely. It'd look great that way. So here's that inside that we're talking about, and you get to even see, without even them polishing the back of the stone, you get to see the colors through it, and then you get these almost waves. It always reminds me of a sand dune or the scalloped kind of wave design that's through that piece. So it's going to be comfortable on. And then let me actually turn it just so you can see it the other way, just because every time you look at your stone, you're going to get a different liveliness of color and different pattern. So it's one only. It's a beautiful, beautiful stone. There's no doubt it's an expensive stone, or at least it should be. That is what goes to the wayside when we have what we have here. The unbelievable values we do, every single piece you see. Be ready to be amazed tonight by everything that you get an opportunity to own, to get a chance to really steal from us, because when you look at a $49.99 piece, as this one is slotted to be here tonight, and then you realize that price has gone away. Why? Has it been here for longer than an hour? No. It has not, but it's really my philosophy, especially on these weeknights, to really bring these brand new pieces down, because when you have hundreds of one-of-a-kinds to get through in a Thursday night, you can't do it by having the regular ordinary pricing. You got to bring the prices down. That's exactly what we're doing right now. So instead of $49.99, come on over and take a look at it. We'll try it on for you. And then you're going to see what we can do to make this a lot easier and more affordable. It's not going to be $49. It's not even close. This is where, again, men's or ladies, really just depends on what kind of style you like in your jewelry. Here's what it looks like from a distance away. My gosh, that color is like spotlights within it. It's just so neon, and we're loving to see rainbow colors in an opal, but when you get that amount of color, it's another level when everything is brought to that neon level. And so we're always saying, hey, it looks better in person, and this one will too. But with that kind of bright light around it, and yet all the colors it's able to show you right now, that is unbelievable and really unheard of, and we'll change the gold to yellow or rose if you want it. So keep that in mind. You've got all those options here, but we got to bring this price down to one of our most affordable gents ring opportunities here overall, and that's how we make this happen for you. You know what? It's going to be $1,999. That is special. So you get a huge opal, looks bigger than a carat 05 by about triple here. Sometimes they look double. This one I would say more accurate to say it looks about triple what it actually weighs there. And then you've got that opportunity to take it with almost a carat in diamonds. That is so rare to see. Don't get many opals out there that have nearly a carat in diamonds around them, even in our ladies pieces. So to be able to see that, where you're getting that gents piece with the bigger diamonds individually, that's really special. That is super cool. So it is fabulous. Okay, let's move on. We got a lot to show you, even opals for earrings actually, which is kind of fun. And then we've got some padparasha for you as well, times 3 in 1. And then we even have padparasha in a pendant. And that's going to be a really, really special moment for you. So let me know what requests you have. Again, we've got amethyst coming up in heart shapes at the top of next hour. We'll give you something really affordable. And that's going to be, you know what, I'm ready to show you this big mandarin too. We've got a couple mandarins tonight. We haven't seen many lately. We have a huge heart shape, and it's going to be over 7 carats in size. Then we've got a really, really special couple of tourmalines. They're going to give those blend of colors that we love, and then much, much, much more. So you're going to enjoy everything we have to show you tonight. But again, it's a big Thursday, and limited as we are on time, limited as we are in items. We've got some of our best of the best here to discount for you, including tanzanite. So if you missed yesterday, or if there wasn't the right size for your collection, we've brought out specifically different looks in stones tonight that are going to give you opportunities you did not have in the last couple of days or over the course of the last 5 years that we've been presenting this material. So really quickly here, I've got something that's going to almost work back to this stone. It's in an earring, so you're going to get 2 of these opals. Look at this, great drop earring here, and they have pear shapes. And you know that no 2 opals are ever identically alike. We know that, but this is the most affordable way. I'll tell you the truth. There's an opal earring here tonight that is over $15,000, and that's after they've been marked down. Opal earrings, when you get really any way, shape, or form, any colors, it really is something that is a bit of an anomaly in the jewelry world. So typically when you do see them come around, they're going to be on the pricey side. But not everybody's going to have $13,000 or $14,000 or $15,000 to spend on a pair of earrings. And we are cognizant of that. So what we do is, well, it was rare, but we brought you a great opportunity here to get 1120760, where you're getting something a little extra important here because you have lightning ridge black opals with their blue body color and then their greens, and they're really, again, distinctive blue greens primarily here. And they're pear shapes set within this elongated, very Art Deco styling, which has got some open work to it. And that's all really, really well done. But it also is 1.5 inches in a lever back. So it's really amazing. Yellow gold is not how they have to stay. You can actually change that if you'd like to as well. And we'll show you what they look like on. But I'll tell you, this length is great, but there's still a lot of open work. So they're lightweight. This is not a heavy earring. It's not complicated to wear. I don't think drop instantly means dressy. I think it's all about the styling. Yes, if it was 5 carats in diamonds and a chandelier earring, maybe. But when you have this simplicity of just the diamonds at the base there, and then you've got that opal, and there you can see it's 1.5 inches. So really beautifully done with the lever back. So that's really easy. No backing to worry about, comfortable, all that. But wait till you see how open and airy they are. They could be casual. I think you're going to see an earring that is certainly going to go with a lot of different things as well, especially if you like your primary colors there, the bright blues and greens. And it's very much like what we saw in the men's ring, where they're bright individual blues and greens as well. And you can see here from a distance away what that's going to look like on, just to give you a little, frame of reference here instead of just with the ruler. You can see how beautiful that mirror finishing is. It's going to be mirror finished all the way down to the base. That's where you get the diamonds that are going to be that V shape that's surrounding your beautiful opal with those blues and greens. Love the nuance of color there. These are still lightning ridge black opals though, so really the rarest out there. We'll take them back to the wheel and we'll get you a great price on them. One pair, of course, drop style, changing the gold if you want to, even on this really complex earring to create. And so that's a nice extra for you. And we're going to make them really, really easy. They're affordable. They're not even $1,000, which is astounding to me, having had opal earrings before. And again, looking at a pair right over here that's real pricey. These are going to be super, super affordable for you, and they're $699 only. So forget about even $1,000. It's $699. We're saving you another really $300 off where they should be tonight, just to make sure they go. So fantastic way to celebrate either October's birthstone, or you like a stone that's going to give you a lot of play of color. That's exactly what the phenomena in opals is play of color. And you're seeing that really on display here with some great stones that are coordinating as a set. So that's why we get to make the earring for you. So really specialty there. Speaking of earrings, we've got a whole trio of different pairs of earrings to show you. Don't forget our cross ring and our turquoise ring and our men's ring are still here. So you can still get a hold of those if you'd like to. And then we are on our way to Padparasha. We're going to see some Padparashas. I got 3 stones in one. It's rare enough to get one Padparasha sapphire. To have 3 matched stones all put together in one ring is a little bit unbelievable. Plus we have sapphire. Look at the sapphire. Have you ever seen a color like this? It's rare. Look at that true. I mean, we say purple, and quite frankly, that's not going to be the proper descriptor. Thank you. Who's this for? Hi, Diane. So we've got a quick request for Diane here. And this is probably something she saw last night. And luckily, it's still available. So here we go. Diane, this is the only tanzanite we have still available from last night, if you can believe it. And it's 112-0198. So let's give her another look at it. We'll move the earrings aside. Those are here for one caller. And then here is our tanzanite in that beautiful cushion cut. It is a square cushion. So it tends to look, at first glance, it might look like a big round. And I know this is a really heavy squared off mounting. So I'm going to continue to really lift it up a little bit so you can really appreciate the color saturation it has. It's an 807. So it's a really, really gorgeous look. I mean, that's a nice big stone size-wise that you're getting, but it also is going to be an 807 with 86 points in diamonds. This is a bridge setting style. We did have this briefly last night. Of course, we were seeing a lot of great looks in tanzanite last evening. We had, like I said, every single one of them gone out the door except for this one. So this one is the one lonely piece that remains, and hopefully it's going to get a great home here tonight, because we had to really just shift everything with pricing because of what we did. Had a great set of 6-carat stones that were all brought down to a crazy low. Then really this all had to change. It was a $99.99 piece, and then we had to move it down lower in price just to make it really affordable for you. So that's where it's going to be here tonight, and we get to honor that price. Now you can also change this one. So white gold's where it's at, yellow gold's fine, rose gold is fine. You get to decide. Plus we're sizing it for you. Go true to size on this one. It's, I know, a wider bridge, but it's still going to be comfortable. The way it's built on the inside is going to make sure of that. Take a look and we'll show you, and we'll just kind of bring you around a little tour here of the inside so you can see what that's all about. There's the internal part of the ring there, so you can see how it's finished all the way through. And even behind those diamonds, you see how it really is like 2 levels here. And this is what I was saying last night, is that appreciation for not having to only admire your stone from the top, but to see all the different sides of your stone. I think there's, you know, it's an 8 carat. There's a lot to appreciate there. And so to give it a look and almost like a little visual into the different sides and angles of the stone is really special. And it's going to be only $2,999 if you'd like it. And that's another great one of a kind for somebody to take advantage of here tonight. But remember, change in the gold if you want to. 8 carat pluser on that size, really special. And then let me show it on the hand. And of course, brought out some other requests that you had. And yes, of course, Pamela will show it to you. I know that you've missed out on other pieces, so I like to make sure you're with me before I show requests. So yes, Pamela will show it next for you. Yes, I'll show it. I know, it was just a picture to just give you a once over. It's just, you know, I know. It's just I do that in emails just whenever I can to try and go that extra mile for you. So $29.99. And let's see here. Do we have this one gone? Let me try it on for you here. I know, and speaking of emails, I want to thank Cher. Cher in Idaho is watching tonight. Cher, I wanted to thank you. She sent one of the kindest emails I've ever received in 21 years. And thank you so much. I got a chance to read it when I arrived at the studio tonight. And oh my gosh, what a beautiful, heartwarming email. She got a kunzite from us. She's been shopping with me for 21 years. So it was, it's really just, it warmed my heart and made my day. So thanks again, Cher, so much for that email. Do you have this one, Jason? Okay. And Tim, are you verifying on this one or something else? Okay. What's that? Okay, good. So let's show the indicolite next. I'm going to put this on the wheel one more time, and then you can see that here, a nice close-up. There it is visually. That's a really cool stone. You can see 3 rows in diamonds, all equal in size, all the way through. And then we're going to show, I just pulled this indicolite because it's such an attractive stone. And it's a real superstar. It's got a big, big, big size. It's 112-0851. And I'm going to try, you know, I meant to, Pamela, I don't have a lot of tools up here with me. I don't have like all my tricks of the trade up here that I do at my jeweler's bench at home. But I got to tell you, it needs some polishing on the inside. So I'm just doing the best I can here to show you the clarity. But it is a super clean stone, as you see there. Okay, I tried to get in the best I could behind that basket and clean it up. But this is a really wild specialty cut. Let me zoom back. It's quite elongated. It's like the stretch limo of stones here. If stretch limos even existed anymore. Now it's like you need like a party bus, right? But it doesn't really have the same implication. But there it is. That's our 768. So that's going to be our big indicolite stone with a gorgeous fancy cutting to it. It's super elongated. It's almost what we call a lozenge cut. But that's really, it's special. Right? It's special because there's a little tapered faceting. It's not just straight up and down faceting like an emerald cut. It's not quite as pronounced as a radiant cut, but you have some extra faceting that really just looks incredible, doesn't it? Plus this triple stack in diamonds. It's set up a little higher just to show off that clarity, so it's almost giving the appeal you would see in a bridge, so you can really appreciate it. But I love looking at it from all the angles here just to see how completely clean that stone is. It's 39 points in diamonds. They're stacked on the side, so you get really, again, 3 rows. They get a little bit more narrow as you taper down, but really simple and clean, and that itself just really accentuates the elongation of the cutting there, which is so lovely. And it's a one only, and it's been $99.99, so it's not exactly an inexpensive piece. But indicolites never are, right? They can be 1 carat stones. And if they're clean and bright, sometimes most of the time, they fall in the sense that they get way too dark, way too fast. And then you don't get to appreciate the beautiful coloring. This is really that specialty stone here. And let's try it on so you can see it from a distance away and watch how it does glow and look alive here with those colors. And yet it is gonna be, well, it's not $99.99, tell you that. So that's what it looks like on. You can see what a breathtaking stone that is cut-wise and how elongating it is. It's not even $49.99, and so we have been waiting. This one's been here a while. So it's time to mark it down and move it out and give all that great color to somebody in their collection. Yes? Oh, I know who that is. Yeah, I brought her up at the beginning of the show. That's probably Angela, right? Is it Angela in California? Perfect. I've got 2 choices for her, so Angela will show those next. Okay, sounds good. Again, I hesitate to show them without knowing you're here, because then you know what happens. They sell to someone else, and then you're mad at me. So it's like, again, I'm playing matchmaker with jewelry, all with people all across the country. So I try to make sure we get you the heads up and the first dibs for those of you who are looking for special pieces. So here it is on Indicolite. We'll make it $34.99 instead. Okay, so another huge savings, another $1,500 off. The half off. That is a major, major layered savings right there, and we love it. So $34.99 on that indicolite. And then most of the other stones I had, they're just a little too dark for my liking. They're a little bit, they get real navy, and then you don't get to appreciate the amazing color, right? And that's what I think we need to see. Okay. So let us know on that one, and then we're about to show you here some really great tanzanites. I know that this was probably something that since you were, thinking about tanzanite last night, we had a little bit of everything except the emerald cuts. And I do, for the record, I do have a larger stone here. I've got a 16 karat as well, and that is coming up a little later, but look at this one. This is the one I like. So Angela, we've shopped together for a while now. So there's a couple here, and they're both about 6 carats and a little over. So we're going to show you both, and then you get to choose your fave. And this is going to be my first favorite. I just love this one so much because, well, it's got everything. It's got everything going on for it here. It's got the red flashes, number one. It's adding some really important trillion cut diamonds, so you get that extra special larger diamond weight, and then it still completes the entire perimeter with the halo of the round brilliance. So it's smashing in every way. It's item number 1120-210. That's one option. These are one of a kinds. That one can be done in any gold color, so you do have that option to choose. And then I have one that we've seen in recent days. It's a 608. It's got a triple split shank. So let me just, since they're both really similar, I mean, we're only talking about a difference here of about 12 points, and that's it. And you can see this one's more elongated. So we're talking about information that you're seeing is now on the right side. And then we're going to bring up the information for the one on the left side here. But I really wanted to have them together because there are differences. Now, if you like the triple split shank, that's 111, 1814. And here's your chance to pick up your favorite, whichever way you want to go. The triple split shank on the left stays in the white gold. The other one, of course, as mentioned, can be changed. So that is really special. And that is going to be it. So here we go. Fabulous value right now. Tell me which one you love, because the prices are going to be super, super similar. And it really is the difference of the diamonds here. You're getting 28 points in diamonds on the left side. So you've got that more delicate pave, but you see how the middle row comes up and meets with that stone. On the other side, you're getting, remember, just 40 points in the trillions there, so 20 each. That's a very important trillion cut diamond on each side. And then you get another diamond weight of 60 points. So there's a full carat in diamonds on the right side. So you're getting that bigger diamond weight. Here's what we'll do. I think we need a little discounting here. We need a lot of discounting. Emerald cuts are specialty. They are rare. We all know that. They're super in demand. They always have been. They've been one of the most in-demand cuts since we started bringing these stones. And I'm talking ever all time. So this is the chance to pick one up. And it's whichever one you like better, only one of each. Remember, that's it. These are, we mentioned this yesterday, and I know it was kind of a shocking bit of news for everybody. It's not the best news, but every single Blue Wing Block D that we have is set into jewelry. So, and there aren't many pieces of finished jewelry left with Blue Wing Block D. So everything is essentially made. So that means, where are we going to see the new ones coming through? We have a couple of the earrings we've been introducing of late that are new, the earring sets that we've loved, but other than that, it's your chance to pick what you love in what's created and made up, because going forward, we're not going to see new ones. And that is a big deal. We are getting that close to the very end of Blue Wing Block Ds, because of course it is a tiny, tiny, tiny collection that is only here. So let's take a look at your 2 emerald cuts here in the 6 carat size range, and we're going to make them super affordable. And it is also, okay, it's going to be important here, because either one, they're under $3,000, so you get to choose. I'll tell you what, we'll take the big stone here with the big carat weight. This one's got the bigger stone weight and the bigger diamond weight. And that one is going to be $24.99. And then this one over here, a little less diamond weight, so I want to make this a little bit more affordable. We're going to make the 608. We're going to make that $23.99. So 2 great choices, each under $2,500. And I'm going to try one on. Does she have, I don't know if we've heard from her, but does anyone have a favorite that you'd like to see first? And then we can just zoom right on in and see what those look like together. I mean, obviously, when you see them together, hopefully there's one that you're already thinking is maybe more your style. Then we can zoom in on just that one and bring up that information for you. But $23.99 left side, $24.99 on the right. Okay. So let's see what we've got. I'm going to try on the one on the right first. I'm just, the diamond weight is so impressive. And that's what's so cool about this one, is that just incorporating bigger diamonds, bigger trillions like they are, 20 points on each side, east and west. That's so important. Take a look at that though. There's that red flash, which you're going to see even more vividly here when it's further away, because this is a little bit less light over here than what you see when it's up close. So you get a lot more of, well, what you're going to see in person, but even more so. So expect that when you open that box and see this at home in your normal home lighting, you're going to see even more wow factor to that stone. So that one's $24.99. Then we'll go back to the other option, which is, of course, triple split shank and pave, and that's going to be $23.99 on that wheel. So 2 great emerald cuts. That's all we have, by the way, in that 6 carat range. Now, I will flash. We have a 15 carat 83 that's here. Here's the 1583. This is awfully good. Look at that. 15 carats 80. Oh, yeah, that. If you can handle a big stone, you go there, because that's actually my best per carat price of the show. Tonight in Tanzanite is the bigger stone. So keep that in mind if you want to see more. And then we have emerald cut earrings. So if you were to get any of those 3 rings, either the 16 carat I just flashed or these 2 on the wheel, think about this option. You have a great earring match opportunity right there. That's a really special emerald cut. You know, those drop earrings have been going of late. So did you talk to our requester there, Tim? Are these open to everyone else? Oh, it doesn't matter. I was just wondering if that's who you were talking to just now. Okay, good. So I just want to make sure that we know that anybody can call on these as long as you're first in. They're one of a kind, so when they're gone, they're gone. Just, I know we've been having that issue of late where people don't know these are one of a kinds and then miss out by just a couple of seconds. So want to make sure that you know that these are one of a kinds as well. So there it is. Your choice of. Let me know. We've got the earrings coming up as well. And we'd love to help you out if you have any requests like we've been saying. This is important. Take advantage of that while you can. So this is a really nice time to get your favorites. All right, so coming up, we are going to be on the way here. We've got a really special sapphire. I kind of flashed that light lavender lilac sapphire. That's so important. So either way, 2 emerald cuts. That's all we have in the 6 carat range. And then we can take you on up to that 16 carat if you like it. And then 2 great mandarins are coming up today. We'll get you 2 great mandarin stones that are huge. We've got a big zambaran. Let's get into this padparasha. So you know how rare the stone is. Any way, shape, or form. This is the padparasha where you get 3 of them all together. We've done it in rose gold. It's a nice wider band style. You've got all of that, and you've got a lot of open work. This is very much the raindrop ring, right? It's inspired by the all diamond raindrop ring that we do all the time, that you request all the time, that we can't get enough of. This one's done though with that extra Padparash round brilliant on each essentially section. It goes from one side to the other. So you get that beautiful color. My recommendation would actually be to change this in the gold color, just because the rose gold is complementary, of course, but then if you want those stones to stand out even more so, you would get the whole ring in the white gold. Now, a lot of you know the raindrop ring. Maybe you even own the raindrop ring. It's one to consider. That think about it in that term. If you've seen the white and you've seen the yellow gold, it'll probably help give you a visual of what this would look like in either way, because you do have that chance to pick up your favorite gold color. As we take a look at it, know that there's only one, and that's obviously going to be critical here, because this is a super affordable way as well to get Padparashas. And it's 1122742. It's another one only. Still have the emerald cuts here for you if you'd like either of those. And then here we are with that really special diamond weight as well. That's going to be 59 points in diamonds and 55 points in your round Padparashas. And you can change up the gold, and then again, this one's a larger piece. It's got a little wider look to it. So kind of nice to see with the bezel sets, and you do get a little pave as well, but it's mostly bezel set stones here. And that means larger diamonds throughout, but set really securely, easy ring to wear every day on the hand. Look at how wide it is. And this is what's so attractive. It's one of those rings that looks, it's just like clothing. Have you ever seen that where you go, look, you shop for clothes and you go, it looked like nothing on the hanger at all, and then you put it on and it's magic? That's what really, some jewelry pieces are much that way, where you really have to see them on to fully appreciate them. And I think this is one of those styles that certainly is along those lines, where when you see it on, it's so much more beautiful. You see the negative space, you see how the diamonds are really, again, kind of look like they're floating in a formation on top of your hand. The Padparashas are super, super rare, and we're gonna blow it out right now. Just super easy. I know this is Padparasha Sapphire, so we probably shouldn't take it lower than $49.99, but we are. And remember, you've got the option to change the gold, so don't feel like you're obligated. I'm not a rose gold person myself. I just don't love it on my skin tone, that's all. I just think that, you know, it has to be a very specific type of look and design to work in the rose gold. I would love to see those Padparashas stand out a little more in the white. So think about that. We'll do it for you free of charge, but it's actually going to be $1,999. You know what? Skip $19.99. I mean, that's not a bad savings from when you go from $5,000 and then you head on down to $19.99. That's not bad. We're going to take it even lower than $1,500 though. This is how we make it happen, and this is the magic that is TVON, because that is one of the rarest sapphires in the world. And instead of making a set of earrings and a pendant, we put them all in one ring, gave you kind of an embarrassment of riches in this style, and it's not even 15 or 14 or even $13.99, one of the rarest stones you can ever get, but times 3. I'll never forget, and we're reminded all the time, we had a customer who once saw a Padparasha blue sapphire combination ring, missed it, and said, it can't be that hard to make, just make me another one. It's been years that have gone by and we cannot make another one. And that was just one Padparasha. That's how difficult these stones are in nature, and therefore to work with. And when you're putting them all together in a ring like this is, tough to do, yet we've got it for you, and it's better than even $13.99. It's one only. We've got even a pendant that could coordinate back to it. We'll do this for $12.99 instead. So first caller, situation, that's it. $12.99. That's the way you shop for Padparasha. And then I'll flash this pendant, which is so designer. I think it's still one of the most detailed pieces we've ever created. I really believe that. And it's 1122748. And welcome to Thursday. Glad you're with us. Thank you. You know what, Jason, have them take a look before they get too into the process there of placing their order with you. Just want to give them first dibs, because those are also 3 round Padparashas in a pendant. I know this is not for everybody. It's a long shot because it is an orchid floral pendant. This is the bail. So I'm holding it. What you see on the left side is the top of your pendant. You'll see it on my neckline here. But it's 40 points in Padparashas, and it's a full carat 10 in diamond pave. All VS diamonds. This one's in the rose as well. So right now, if you opt to keep your ring in rose gold, it would match. But you have the same option here. Think about that. Look at all the detail work, all the pave. Look at the great solid finishing. Can you imagine just saying, yeah, we're going to put in the extra gold, the extra labor. We're going to remake this for you and then transfer the Padparasha over to white or yellow if you want it. And you don't pay a penny for it. That's kind of amazing. Let's show it on the hand though. This is one of the most detailed designs, because look at how it wraps and curls and moves over just like a real, it's like you took a real orchid and encapsulated it in gold and then smothered it in diamonds, right? That's what it looks like. It's so true to life, realistic. This is where, yeah, no doubt about it. Art is imitating life here, no doubt. And this one's going to be for one collar. It's also got a mark down. Let's show you the measurement, and then we'll go ahead and try it on the neckline for you. It's a full inch, top to bottom, and you can see how it will always orient this way. This is the top. This is going to be the one side is a little more curved, and this side's a little more kind of straight up and down. So it's got that asymmetry to it. It doesn't look like just a, cookie cutout kind of piece. It's got that really unique styling, and it is one of a kind specialty. And it's got the same trio of round brilliance, so you're getting the same kind of color you saw in the ring. Here's what it looks like on the neckline for you, so it just gives you another perspective on the size. And it is not going to be this $59.99 price. This started as even more than the ring. Remember, the ring started at $49.99. This one's starting at $59.99. We're going to take it a lot lower than that and make it super, super, super affordable for you. And it is rose gold now, but look how pretty that is. It's really hard to tell when you've got diamond pave to that degree. And let's take it right back close up and show you one more time. And it's got a good size bail, so you can put even larger chains through it, heavier chains, diamonds by the yard. I'm just having a thought. What about the pink diamonds by the yard? How about using that with this pendant? That'd be gorgeous together. But it's $15.99, so it's a huge discount for you tonight. And that's going to be it. And we'll see if you'd like that one. Just a great match. Yes? Who was it? Diane? Oh, the Tanzanite cushion. Yeah, sure. Diane from where? Do we know where? Okay, good. Diane will show you your Tanzanite again. Sure. On the hand, up close, the whole thing? Another presentation? Okay, you got it. So here we go. That's going to be $15.99, a one only there. Let me just leave that there for a moment. Got to go grab Diane's Tanzanite here. And then we're going to bring it on back out. So that's going to be 1120198. We'll bring up the graphics real quick, Tone, because I imagine she wants to see that as well. So there it is one more time. That's the one that's now, I think, spoken for. And that's going to be that big 8-carat 07 cushion cut. And are you going to leave the orchid with us, Jason, or is she going to take it? She's just getting the ring? Okay, so the orchid's available. Just saying, so if you want to grab that, you can. And then here we go with that Tanzanite one more time for Diane. It's the 807 with the 86 points in the diamonds. And there is what it looks like. Look at the reds all the way through there. What a gorgeous looking stone that is. Such a nice, really rounded corner to that cushion cut. It's awesome. And don't forget, earring wheels still to come. And already hour number 1 almost done. So let us know what requests you have. We'll help you out with those. And then we're going to keep on rocking here. Have that gorgeous lavender lilac sapphire. This is another way to do an exotic sapphire for sure. Purple sapphires are one thing. They usually look a little more true purple. This is a true periwinkle. I would call it vivid violet neon. Do you know what it looks like most? If you've ever seen a purple diamond, that is the color of like a multi-million-dollar purple diamond. And I helped a very famous person once pick out a purple diamond, and my goodness, the purple diamonds of the world, when they are really nice, are exquisite. They really are. It's item number 1116872. And this is a 184 radiant cut. Doesn't get much better, does it? It's not regular standard purple. Doesn't look like an amethyst. Doesn't look like a tanzanite, which you just saw. It's a totally different, like think periwinkles, but bright. Think neons, think bold. That's what this 184 sapphire is all about. Durability of a sapphire, two-tone mounting, as is on this one. It's got a full carat 05 in diamonds, which are going to be large diamonds around it. Side to side, you get that triple row on the sides that wraps around. Look at this inside, and then look at the profile. That is a really cool way to set up a platform there in the center. You've got a bezel set stone and some pave, lifting that one up off the hand here. And here we go with this one on the hand, so you can see how it's going to look. This one might be a little snug for me here. It's like 4.5 right now. So let me just show it on the pinky ring here for you. As a pinky ring, I wouldn't say that's where you're going to wear it, just because it's up a little higher than most people like on a pinky style, but that's what it looks like size-wise on the hand. Just a really great stone, a beautiful color. It does not look like anything else, and it's also unheated. So I don't know if we've really, again, I know it's up there, but really drawing your attention to that, because most sapphires get treatment and it's heat, right? And that's acceptable. Most every gemstone you'll ever see, that you ever own, that you ever wear, they're all treated for the most part. It's rare to come across any stone that's not been heat treated. And then there's a lot of stones, obviously, that at this point, you know, get a lot of other types of treatment as well. This one is not. No treatment, just cutting and polishing, and that's it. And the reason such a beautiful, opulent piece is here so early tonight is because the $59.99 sapphire that's been here for, it feels like as long as I have, is going to be discounted and heavily so that you don't have to pay $59.99 tonight. You don't pay anywhere near that. This is the one and only, stays as is. So you've got 2 tones of gold, so it goes with everything in your wardrobe, especially if you're like me and you mix and match your gold colors and one day you're wearing white metals and the next day you're wearing yellow metals. This is always going to work. And it's nowhere near $59.99. I mean, we're blowing this out. So it's got to go. That's kind of the mantra tonight. Everything has got to go and be gone. And yet we're going to make this better than even, this is so shocking. It's not even $2,000. And it's not going to be $19.99 either. And we should probably have somebody right now who's saying, that's my sapphire, because even if you're a collector of this rare, beautiful category of stones, which is one of the most highly regarded in the world, great to wear every day because it's durable, so I don't care what color it is, it's always going to give you that durability second only to diamonds. And yet it is not going to be $19.99. This is my little, I used to call it an LSWPA. Before acronyms were cool and before we had hashtags with social media, I always said it's the LSWPA, which always stood for Let's See Who's Paying Attention. And this is the Let's See Who's Paying Attention deal because it should be gone at $19.99. I'm going to take it even lower, and eventually we're going to get this wheel situated. But it's going to be $18.88 instead. So an even better value on a rare, rare, rare color. We have a pretty vast inventory. Sapphires is something we can do a lot of course, different colors and qualities and sizes and shapes. I don't have another stone that's even close to this. And yet it's giving you a carat 05, which last time I had this mounting was a carat 16 in diamonds, so I don't know. But you know, if you get a few extra diamonds, I don't think anyone's gonna have a beef with that. It's $18.88. That's gotta go. And let me know if anybody's got our orchid pendant. Did anybody take the orchid yet? Orchid's still here? All right, so we've still got this one for $18.88 for the next 30 seconds, if it lasts, although I think it's going right now. And then it's probably time to show you a stone that is real special. I thought this was something different, and it fooled me, and it fooled me in a great way. So we'll talk about that. Plus, we've got a huge Dunbar and garnet, and let me know if there's anything we can help you with tonight, anything we can bring out, find for you, anything at all. Just say the word. Thank you. It's sold. Congratulations. Here we go. This one's awfully special. It looks like Paraíba, doesn't it? But it's not. But it's as rare. It is a stone that's doing something that Paraíba cannot do. And it's 112's 2691. This would be Alexandrite in a rare as can be. What looks, I know it looks like a round. It's technically a cushion cut. What you can't see under those prongs in the corners is that there's a soft little edge or a corner to it, because sometimes a square cushion is going to look like a round. You have a stone that is 41 points. Now, Alexandrites are rare no matter what. So keep that in mind. It doesn't matter. I mean, obviously we love a big stone, but the big stones get really pricey really fast. So 41 points is a nice size in Alexandrite, especially when it's a beautiful cut like this is. But you're also getting diamonds, and it's not just white diamonds. We got pink diamonds. We've got white diamonds all together here. That makes it so special. It's going to be light on the pink diamond weight, 6 points there as accents. It's that first halo going all the way around your Alexandrite, and then white diamonds, 2 extra halos of white diamonds, even doing that little frilly style around the edge to make it really feminine and dress it on up. Take a look at it. We're not going to ask for anything like what we should because it's a $39.99 piece, but that's really a remarkable Alexandrite. So all that beauty it's giving right now, remember that when you change your light environment, it changes color. So you have blues and greens together, but when you get in an incandescent light or UV light, you're going to have that stone go to a purple red, which is really remarkable. And the diamond weight in the white diamonds is 45 points, so you are getting 51 points in diamond weight overall. And yet that is around a center stone that is worth more than any amount of diamonds you can really have because they're unmistakable, they're rare, they're phenomenal, they're color-changing phenomena stones. So this is a lot different than what you typically see elsewhere. And let me know what requests you guys have because we're happy to help you out with those too. We would love to get those. I'd love to make the whole night requests. That would be great. And we should definitely keep that in mind. We'll get to as many requests as we can, but it's also going to be better than $2,000 on this Alexandrite. Yes, who got the purple? Oh, sure, the purple sapphire? Who got it? Hi, Mary. Thanks so much. Thanks for shopping. She's like, I don't know what I bought, but I bought it. So let's see it again. It's a really good one. Well, you're going to be stunned when you see it at home, Mary. Here's that purple sapphire, that lavender lilac, beautiful color, strong saturation. And, you know, you speak raindrop ring or earrings, and they just appear in existence. Yeah. Cindy, you got it. Raindrop, earring, hoops coming up next for Cindy. And that was probably inspired by showing that Pat Parasha. So Mary, there's your sapphire. Congratulations again on that one. And then we'll show some hoop earrings, but they're not your typical hoops. Yes? Oh, which one? The one from last night or a different one? Oh, okay. A Windsor sapphire tonight. All right, I've got a nice stone for you. I've got one of our bigger stones here. It's actually going to be, what colors is she looking for? Sometimes they can be pink and purple, and other times they're blue and green. Does she want a blue-green? Blue-yellow? Because Windsors are all totally different. So sometimes you want blue-green? Perfect. I've got a couple options for you. So we've got actually two I'm going to show her. Some are the berry colors, and then others are going to be more in these gorgeous tones. So really quickly here, we'll get to some Windsors, then we'll get to the hoop earrings for Cindy. So Lynette, take a look. This is option one in a beautiful, look at that. This is my favorite because it does this perfect graduation. I couldn't have painted this ombre coloring any better, and it's not painted. Trust me, that's Mother Nature, all natural unheated sapphire here that happens to be multiple colors in one. That's option one, Lynette. If you like those blues and greens, you see how it starts as a blue and then sort of trickles into green, and then it goes to golden, right? Because we know that golden and blue, green, right? So you've got that mix. And then we have this style, which is definitely a little more blue and then golden and then more blue. So I don't know which one she's going to think is more what she's looking for, but this one's certainly more distinctive. It also reads very clearly as having that ombre bicolor effect, whereas the other one may at first just, without being really close to it, it may just look blue at first. So if you really want to see the natural zoning of a Windsor sapphire, I would go with the one on the right. It's also one of the more unusual colors to get. We usually see these in those berry tones, those red, pinks, and purples and blues, not usually the greens and blues. So I kind of like the one on the right side. If you like the mounting as well, it's going to be 112-1656 on the right. So we'll start there. And then we'll show you, we've got a carat 10 in an emerald cut. Emerald cuts are usually the way these are cut to show off the zoned different colors you have. And then, of course, we have that gold mounting, which is a nice wider band of gold. All the diamonds are burnished into it. It's a carat 10 in the center stone. You get a diamond weight of 53 points. That is all for the right side. And then you've got this option, which is a little more traditional of a mounting, double halo, and it goes from blue to a golden to another blue. And even where you see the golden, it's kind of a golden green. And that would be 1120441 on the left. Does Lynette have a preference there among the two, or the left one? Okay, so we're going to talk about that now. It's 441 is the item number here, so let me move this one into focus for you, and that'll be 1120441. It's a carat 34, so it's an even bigger stone, and then it's 88 points in diamonds. So you're getting more diamond weight, larger stone, that kind of triple type of color that ombre is there, and it's going to be a nice size. So let's take a look at it though on the hand here so you can see everything. I want to come in even closer so you can really see the details. A lot of times it's just split, more 50-50, and it's two colors. This is really almost like going one color to another again. So it's bookended by the blues. And here's what it looks like on. These are all natural stones. Totally unique, out of Tanzania. There's only been one mine worldwide that's produced this zone type of sapphire, not just zoned, but zoned with multiple colors. That's what you're getting here. Emerald cut's the best way to show it off. White, yellow, or rose gold here. It's in the white gold now. You can take this one, $69.99. We're going to forget about that. We've had to do some markdowns on these Windsors, and I know they're rare and they're specialty and all the things. But there have been quite a few that have stayed behind after the big debut that I think a lot of people, and it's totally normal when there's something new to the world of gem collecting that you're not used to seeing. It takes a minute for everybody to get a grasp and understanding on what it is and where it comes from and how rare it is, because you probably haven't seen it in every jewelry store you've ever shopped in. A lot of stones we know thanks to repetition. We know thanks to education that is osmotic through the years, by seeing it all the time, by changing the channel and looking at jewelry on television, by being in stores. With a stone like this, you can't find it anywhere else. You're not going to get it anywhere else. So this is where it's very different, and it's very unique, and it's really specialty. And we're going to take it a lot lower in price, because if you want to add it, incorporate it into your sapphire collection, these are the moments to do it when the price comes down this tremendously. And it's going to be, you know what, we're going to do this one also. I did this with a rare purple sapphire a moment ago. I'm going to do the exact same thing on an even more rare stone, and we're going to make it $1,888 only. And you can change the gold color on this one as well. So a little sapphire sale going on here, impromptu, and yet $1,888 is your price. And that one is already gone before the price is even up there. So Cindy, it's now your earring time. So earrings coming up, and don't forget, Tim, that'll be $1,888. And here we go with, these are the, I know they look like the rings sitting this way, but they're actually the raindrop hoop earring. So they'll actually be upright, and we'll show them to you on, but this is that style that I've actually got yellow gold and rose gold to show you. Yes. Oh, she's so sweet. Thank you so much. Thanks, Lynette. That's Lynette in, I just want to make sure it's, got it. Yes, thought so. M then, last initial M, right? Love it. Thank you, Lynette, so much. Enjoy that Windsor. Now let's take a look at these gorgeous rose gold earrings as well. I do have the white gold available for you. It's just not here in the studio to show you. So you can order them if you'd like. And this is for Cindy or anybody else. It's 111-8907, and there's the rose gold. So I just wanted you to get an idea here of what this raindrop style looks like with the bezel and the pave, probably inspired by the fact we had a similar design with the Padbarasha earlier. But it's still wider, but it's still a hoop. We get so accustomed to seeing hoops in just one way, where you get a hoop with diamonds in one row. Sometimes they're inside-out hoops, and there'll be a row in the front and a row in the inside of the back. This is a little different in that it's still a shorter stature at 1/2 inch in length, post and butterfly back here, but it's going to have that wider presence and the open work within it, which is really pretty. And let me show them to you on, because that's the best way to see them. It's just like the ring, where the ring looks so much better when it's on the hand. So will the earrings. Let's first take a look at that length here from a distance. That's what they look like to give you a little perspective. Then we're going to show you here the length is 1/2 inch, but they will look, I always feel like, and yes, they go a tad bit more than 1/2 inch, but it's, I wouldn't say enough to say that it's another, 5/8. It's really about that 1/2 inch presence. You'll see them on, they're stunning. Let's go ahead and show you what we can do on price tag, because these used to be $19.99. And the response has been so tremendous because so many of you want these to go with the ring. You own the ring already, you have the ring and love it, and now you're looking for the match in the earring, and this is how you do it. And that's what it looks like on. So you can see it's got a little more presence. I don't have a backing, it's just kind of hanging out and floating in my ear there. But you can see that it's going to have that wider presence. You get that open work still. There's that bead work that you have, and then also diamonds where there's a front and, or rather a left and a right. So it is, you're going to decide, there's one, you see how one side of the earring is a little different for the setting of the diamonds than the other? This one's got all the bezels, this one's bezel and pave. So you're going to decide which, there is a opposite here, so that each one is going to be designed to have a left and a right. So you're going to decide whether you want this row on the inside or on the outside of the face when you wear them. So keep that in mind. They're not even $9.99. Let's go back to the wheel. It's just nice to see these in the gold colors that I actually know are favorites here. You'd think the white gold with diamonds, but there's so much gold presence here. We tend to see the yellow and the rose be more popular just because it's adding that contrast to the diamonds that are so bright and white and larger individual sizes, I might add. And you're taking them for less than, you know what, let's get them down to $6.99. Just make it easy. Yeah, the ring is more, the earrings are less, and there's a lot more gold in the earrings than there ever is in the ring, so keep that in mind as well, is that you've got an extra specialty value here when you've got something as large as these are, but for $699 only. That's an incredible opportunity to get, and white, yellow, or rose. Remember, the white gold is available, just not here to show. I feel like we'll need to get those tanzanite earrings up here too, just so you can see what those are all about on the early side, because obviously tanzanite earrings lately have not been able to, we've not been able to keep them in stock at all. So we'll show that. Plus, Valentine's Day, just a few weeks away. When we think of Valentine's Day, you're probably thinking of a couple of primary colors, probably red and probably pink, but that doesn't mean that everyone wants to be so traditional. Look what I have that might work for my heart-shaped lovers out there. Look at that. Now that's a stone to fall in love with right there. That could just be for love of the gemstone. That heart shape is mandarin garnet, and it's over 7 carats. So that would be one that's coming up. Don't forget we have earrings coming up in just a few minutes that are also heart shapes. Amethyst, February's birthstone, and heart shapes for Valentine's Day, or who cares, every day, every day. Why? I don't think anybody would mind getting a heart-shaped piece of jewelry and receiving it or wearing it. It's a lovely sentiment. So we're gonna show those to you, and they're gonna be super affordable, and no, we have not had those in a while. So really nothing in amethyst in earrings in a long, long while. Do we have all questions answered on the raindrop hoops? All developed by your request, because that's how popular the ring has been, is we had to make a custom earring to match up with the ring that you all love and we're asking for. You know you love it when you want an earring to be an identical look to your ring you're wearing all the time. That's what we did there for you. And then we still have lots to get to. Royals and Barn, big tanzanite. I'm going to show you 1260. Yes, go ahead. Oh, good. I'm going to show them next. You got it, Susan. Thank you so much. Let's show. I flashed the emerald cuts. It's so funny, Susan. They're away from the light right now as they're sitting on my countertop here. They look like rubies. They look like emerald cut rubies because they're in lesser light. Let's show them to you. So did Cindy get her pair? I hope that's the earring she's looking for. Let me know if she did or didn't, or if that's something we need to find something else for. But look at this great style. Hold on, there's a little thread there on that one. Let me see if I can polish that up for you so it looks super, super clean. There we go. This is emerald cut. Not a modified emerald cut, just an emerald cut. And I'm gonna try to get the angle straight up and on so you can see the level of saturation these have. Red flashes galore, not to mention like a pyramid stack of princess cuts up top, leading into the rounds that are in front of a hoop, and we are crazy busy already tonight. So this is not a time to sit back and say, I'll wait. You just want to give yourself the best shot. Come on in early when you see something you love so that you're there to pounce when that value strikes. This is going to be 11222799, just one pair. I cannot tell you how popular these drop earrings have been of late, because especially if you have a larger tanzanite, which a lot of you do, and you have Blue Wing Block D from us, you are probably not looking for earrings anywhere else, because if you do shop elsewhere, they might be lovely, but they're not going to match the color that you've probably fallen in love with Blue Wing Block D. So you would have to come here, and obviously with us, we don't have many stones left, as we mentioned earlier, so it's not like there's going to be too many opportunities going forward to get Blue Wing Block D anything, let alone match sets and earrings. So if you're already digging what you're seeing, and it's the top of the hour, so welcome to the show. We'll get to more earrings coming up here for you, but this is obviously the rock star earring here. They're emerald cuts. Most of what we've been seeing in our drop earrings of late have been modified fancy cuts. They've been a little bit different than what we've had in rings, which is fine and well. The colors will still match, but it may not be that exact matching cut that you're looking for. So this, especially if you have emerald cuts, we showed you two earlier tonight that are both still available. And if you have one of the many emerald cuts we've had in the past, well, then this is the earring, and the only earring, I might add, that is going to be your perfect match to that. It's a 1051 total weight, so you're getting over 5 carats. They're about 5 1/4 each, plus diamonds stacked on top and in that hoop to start. So you're getting the hoop with the diamonds in the front. That's 51 points overall. They stay in the white gold here, and then wait till you see them on, because they're really stunning. And this has got that great spring-loaded hinge style backing. So they're really, it's not, again, this is not going to be where you have the post that's actually going to lock into the outer portion. A lot of times a hoop earring will do that, and then the post wears down over time, or it can bend a little bit. This is completely, let me show you here, this is where nothing about this spring closure in the back, it just hinges down. Nothing is going to touch the post, so the post will never change shape. And it's just really easy, because when you do this, it's all spring loaded. So it's basically, it opens up. It's not going to open up or fly open without you really intentionally opening it up, but this is how it closes. You give it a little tap, and it springs shut. Just like an Omega back, there's like a little spring inside. So it just gives you plenty of room so that it's comfortable. It's not gonna press up against the lobe, but it's secure, it's locked, it's ready to go. Let me show you the length. There's only one pair, obviously. Every pair of earrings I've had like this has been that case. And then there you see, it's about 1 3/8 inches there, top to bottom. And I will try one on, of course, and look at the color saturation, which again, I'm gonna have to point it up to your eye so you can really see the true color saturation. They're as gemmy and rich and red flashy as all the other blue wings we've had here in the past. So keep that in mind. There's nothing lacking in this earring. You're gonna see it there from a distance away when you see that stone perfectly straight on. That's what I also admire, someone who's worn a lot of earrings in my day and tried on a lot of earrings. If that's not made properly, you would have this stone not facing forward, just at the right angle. So this is really attention and care and time, considering details that are going to allow this to sit balanced in the ear so that as it's moving, it's still always directly facing out to the world. So the world is seeing that gorgeous saturation we were touching on. and they're going to be a huge value. Take another look close up. I love that the post is lower than the piercing itself, or rather than the earring itself, so you've got a really good piercing coverage. It's $13,999, or at least it should be, for the pair. We're going to do a lot better than that. That's what they look like straight on. Gorgeous red flash saturation. Love the stack of diamonds up above it. Just gives it that long drapey style. And we're going to blow them out under 10. That's one. Let me move this one so you can face. Look at that. There's that same exact match in the colors right there. Together, two identical emerald cuts, and they're not 10, 9, 8, 7, even $6,000. Say goodbye to $59.99 too, because they're not that. They're going to be, it's our blowout price here, and they're $4,999. That's like the dream blue wing. Earring pair right there, and if you know you're living in your tanzanite blue wing in rings, or maybe you're not as much a ring person and you've always wanted to get some of these rich blue wings, but in earrings, this is the way to go. Right here, right now, for $49.99, that's an unheard of opportunity to get 5 carats plus, really about 5 1/4 carats each there, in that white gold, tons of workmanship, the mechanism built in, all of that. And we have about 15 seconds left, and then we'll get to our official top of the hour. And we'll go to the opposite end of the spectrum in earrings. And we'll show you something super affordable, but still a rare cut, and still purple variety gems, but really super crazy affordable. So that's going to be coming up next, and we're not going to wait too long. Yes, those are gone. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Enjoy. And we're going to go right from there to my top of the hour special here, which is going to be a really rare cut in a stone we don't see all the time. I wouldn't call it the rarest stone in the world. You know it's a quartz family gem, but when it comes to quality and therefore what we choose to bring, it's exceptional. This is it. Item number 1122877 is going to bring us, look at those heart shapes. They're heart-shaped amethyst. And it's a size that's going to work, primary, piercing, or otherwise. They're item number 1122877, purposely made them in a smaller size, but still in the incredible quality so that they would be perfect for gift giving. Obviously, we think of Valentine's Day coming up, but it doesn't need to be Valentine's Day. I think a heart shape is appropriate for anybody you care about and anybody you love and anybody who loves gems. And what is incredible is that it's maintained the saturation level we expect in our top quality Brazilian amethyst while still being a smaller size. You don't need to have a 7-carat stone to get that beautiful look there. And that's what I admire so much, is that this is specialty selected so that, and this is why we don't have a million to go around. It's 80 points in your heart-shaped amethyst, first of all. So you're getting, and that's a minimum. So, you know, it's just 80 points minimum. They're mostly going to be about close to a 1/2 carat or a little under each. So they're giving you the look, and remember, it's a heart shape, so we don't see as many of those. We need to know that when you get a heart shape, it looks a little different. There's a little different kind of cutting style than, let's say, your rounds. So when you see a heart shape, they do tend to look larger than what their carat weight conveys. So keep that in mind. It's 80 points. They're going to look like, if you have 1-carat studs, for example, they're going to look a lot like that. They're going to look very similar in their overall dimension, just, you know, giving you that specific cutting we love. It's a great way to start our hour. It's a big Thursday night. We're live with you. My name is Lauren Blair. This is TVON. We have 2 hours left, and we're just sharing one of our best values with you that happens to be perfect timing, I think, for, you know, I know it's early for Valentine's Day, but that's why we're bringing them out. We know that things get busy with the hustle and bustle, and we've got a big holiday weekend coming up, and things get busy in the cold of winter, and so everyone's getting back to routine. So we want to give you those opportunities now to set aside, tuck away, have that shopping done. If there's something, you know, special you're thinking about, have it done, ready to go. Maybe you're even going to get more than 1 pair. Because if I can make them affordable enough, that opportunity opens up where you could get 2 or 3 or 4 pairs if need be. And then you have more fabulous earrings to give. And you're sharing the best of the best in amethyst with the world and with your loved ones, and for a value that's going to be stunning, because white, yellow, actually we're only doing white or yellow on these, just white or yellow. So 2 options. We're going to keep it classic here. And you've got a great chance to pick them up because they're still in solid gold. It's what we stay true to. We don't do sterling. We don't do mixed metals, meaning like layers or vermeils. We don't do any of that. We don't do coatings. It's all either solid gold or solid platinum. That's all we do because we're only about the fine jewelry. So think about it. This is also something that February, in a few weeks, well, this is the February birthstone as well. So if you're thinking about February birthdays, someone you love has a birthday in February, perfect. You can get the earrings as well, white or yellow only. They're not even $9.99. This is such a beautiful style. Like I said, it's kind of towing the line there of, are they too big for secondary piercings? No. Are they too small for a first piercing? No. They fall right into that happy medium category, and they would never be $99.99. But $9.99, then we're talking more like regular TVON value. We're taking them less than even $499. There are so few to go around. We're just going to make this a really quick and easy deal. Celebrate those of you that love the heart-shaped jewelry. I will point out the post is going to be just above center. So let me show you. This is how it looks, and I know that our wheel's tending to move around on us a little bit. So I'm going to show you here where that post is going to sit. It's a little bit above center there, but it's going to be right where the cleft would be. So you've still got, when they're on, and I'm going to pop one in so you can see, but you can see actually when they're straight up, obviously on the wheel they kind of do that. They lean a little bit, but when you put them on and you see them straight up, this is what you're going to have the appearance of when they're on the ear. They're going to look straight out just like that, and they're going to be that great saturated color where ironically you're getting a lot like what we see in tanzanite, where it's not just purple, it's not just blue. There's a little hot pink and purple and blue mixed in together here, and they're not even $4.99. Yes, Tim, go ahead. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Lynette. I appreciate that. That's so kind of you to say. Thank you, and happy Thursday, and have a great upcoming holiday weekend. And let me just show you here. Yeah, this is just kind of a little perspective on, I don't even have them straight necessarily, but you can see here, this is the base, and I'll just kind of bring it around. So you can see that's that V prong that's naturally you would see with a beautiful heart shape like that. You want that triple prong style, and you usually want that V prong right there at the center. So that's what we gave you here. And then you've got the two top prongs there in the corners. But this is really just to give you that size perspective from a distance away. And so you could probably imagine those stacking up the ear as you wish and kind of play with it and create your own kind of design and story with how you stack your earrings. That's really what's happening right now. So $4.99 they're not, $3.99 they're not, even $2.99. Take another look up close, and we'll get you a better value than that even, and send them flying out of here. And of course, they'll have the butterfly backings that we're used to seeing with a classic stud earring for you. And this is what they look like straight up for you, so you can see that's what you can expect the color to look like from a distance away. And this one, we'll bring that forward there so you can see how that looks. Really beautiful stones, and we're gonna make them better than even $2.99. If you want a pair, a little extra special, early holiday shopping perhaps, but really there is no set particular occasion or holiday. These work every day for anybody who loves a heart shape, anybody you want to give a special gift to, a meaningful gift to, and yet this is going to be the best amethyst anyone can ever find anywhere. That's the beauty of it. It's not regular material. There's quartz family gems out in every store. And usually you see citrine and of course amethyst as well. But that's what's the difference here, is it's not usually this color. And they're $199 a pair to get them to you. So whatever you need, white or yellow, we'll get you as many as you need as well. When they're under $200, that certainly is going to be one of those great, great values we love to see. And it's while they're here. And we still have a few pieces from our first hour available, like our men's opal, our cross ring, our huge turquoise. Yeah, no coincidence, they're all the pieces we showed you in the very first couple of minutes. So if you have questions about any of those, need to see them again, then let me know. We're gonna give those 60 seconds though. Just a nice little kind of a freebie deal, because gold findings right now, I'm in the wholesale, jewelry district all the time. And that's where, if you're a designer or a jewelry maker, that's where you would go if you're smart. You would go there when you need to buy volume of something, right? And when you're looking at gold findings like this, they're $300 and $400 a pair. That means the gold, not the stone, just the gold. You would supply the stones, then you would pay somebody to actually set those stones. So it really is remarkable to get an entire finished product like that in high quality for $199, and we have 30 seconds left to get them to you. And I know it's early, it's January 11th, but in a few short weeks, it is Valentine's Day, but in fewer weeks, it's gonna be February. So love to bring out a February birthstone when it's not something we always have. And there's also just a lot of people that tend to like the color purple, right, as a gem color. I mean, it tends to be one of the most, if you poll people on the street of what their favorite gem color is, it's usually purple. And that is the most probably well-known way to get that is with your amethyst. And we just happen to be bringing you a great quality. So last call on those. We'll keep on moving. We got a lot to show you tonight, and we do have a heart-shaped mandarin. I do love those colors together. I could see wearing those earrings and then maybe this on your hand there, that big mandarin, 708 in a heart shape. We still got more turquoise on the way. One of my best emeralds ever is here tonight. What are we gonna do with this one? Speaking of, look at that. That is unbelievable. Look at this emerald. We've kind of just, I don't know, we've cracked the code of finding the most incredible emeralds. If it seems like over and over again we're seeing better emeralds than even museums have, that is the truth. We certainly are. Yes, it is, Pam, and I can show it to you. If you're talking about the wider band, let me bring it up for you. It is. It's also going to be the same price. Remember how we showed two Winzas and we had one that we zeroed in on? Let me show the other one for a full presentation so you can see it, Pam, and you'll see what we're talking about here, and we'll do a great value on that one too. So 112-1656 is coming up. Keep calling on the amethyst. We want to keep moving. We got a lot to show you tonight and not a lot of time to do it. But this is the close-up now of that other Winza that we started with, and that's going to be item number 112-1656. And that one's going to be our carat 10 with 53 points in diamonds, set burnished into the band, scattered down the sides, great finishing on the inside. Also, an option to change the gold color. You can change it if you want to white or rose, that's no problem. And this one will be, wow, it's a great looking piece. Yes, go ahead. Sure, try on the rose gold raindrop earrings. Sure, when my poor hoops are getting a workout today. They're those really tricky ones, those endless styles that are really tough to put on and off, and shouldn't have had those in an earring night. But here we go, rose gold. Who's this for, Jason? Gail. All right, so Tony, these were item number 1118907. I just want to show everybody here the raindrop earrings, but in the rose this time. So this is what the rose gold looks like on, just to show you what those look like from a distance away. I don't know if you're going to be able to see when they're on, the big difference between the yellow and the rose. There they are. But you can really see there. Isn't that great? There's just a little more gold coloring behind the diamonds when you get them in the rose or the yellow. I had on the yellow earlier, and now that's the rose gold. So just a little more pinky, but it's going to be tougher to see from a distance away. So that's what the rose gold looks like, Gail. And there's that half-inch style. So really easy on, off. Again, post backing, post and butterfly backing. That's all you got to know there, and really easy. And they're lightweight. For being a wider earring, they're lightweight. We can go back to the wheel, and we're going to show Pamela the details on this one. And it's our Winza. And let me know if she has any other questions, Jason, or needs to see them up close again. We'll do that, but that was the rose gold. So here we are, carat 10 emerald cut Winza, unheated again, with that beautiful blue going into the golden yellow. And we're going to make this really simple and easy right here. It's 1888 as well. So it's every sapphire I have tonight essentially has been 1888, from the lavender unheated to the Winza that we had that had more blues, and now yet another Winza that is also $1,888. And let me try this one on for you as well so you can see what that's all about, because it's got a nice wider band to it, which I think we appreciate, especially when you have so many diamonds set within. And that one is just, like I said, it's magical the way that's looking there with those colors, almost as if it is a beautiful painting on a canvas. I mean, it's just that perfect graduated ombre there, and then this is what it looks like on. So it's got a really nice comfortable fit, despite the fact that it's a nice wider band. You can see how wide it is. There's a slight concave element when you look at it from the side. You see it's not flat across the top. It slightly dips down in the middle, recessed enough to just set that stone and keep it kind of on a level playing field, and then you've got all the diamonds set within it. So Pam, that's for you. That's a little heads up and closer look there at the Winza that you have here, and it's a great one, isn't it? I really do. That's such an unusual color blend to get the goldens and the blues and the greens like that. So really thrilled to bring it to you, and we'll go back up close. That's 1888, and you can change the gold. So if you like the white gold, which is how our last Winza was set, you can feel free to do that as well. And then we're going to keep on moving because we got a lot to show you tonight. Lots here. Lots of values, lots of big top of the hours. We got a big tanzanite for you that's going to be well into that 8 carat size. Everything. It's just stunning what you're going to see tonight. Plus we have the emerald cut, which is the nearly 16 carat as well. Anybody else intrigued by this emerald? I got news for you. If you're not intrigued by that emerald, emeralds are not your thing. Like, that's just not even a stone that registers on your radar, because this is where we're going to take the emerald haters and we're going to turn you into emerald obsessors right there. That stone will do it. That's an incredible, incredible gem. So let me know in the Winza, and then here we go. Big, big, big tourmalines coming up too. Some of our best in goldens and pinks together. Look at this. That's a pink. That's a zircon. Then we have a tourmaline. Then we have an imperial. And you know what? All three do the same thing. This is just what I'm fascinated by gems with. Let me show you this. We have a tourmaline that does this. I mean, really, this is the coolest thing ever. We have a zircon that does this. And then we have an imperial topaz. And these three stones are really they're all vastly different gems, but they're all doing something crazy unique, and that is a blend of an orange, red, golden, and pink all together. The question is, do you want a tourmaline? Do you want a zircon? Or do you want an imperial topaz? These are three of the rarest, and we're talking about exquisite pieces, and I just wanted to show them together. There's no rhyme or reason for them being together, just the mere fact that these are all giving different blends of colors that you would not normally see, because we know the left side, imperial usually is yellow. The tourmalines, well, they're all over the map, but this is a specialty blend of pinks and reds and oranges. And then on the right side, you have that highly double refractive stone that is so incredible. That's a real pinky, but it's got a little golden color, which is why they set it in rose gold. So those are all here. And you know what? They're real good. So I just wanted to show this to you, because that's kind of the fun of the gem world, is that when you see the word imperial or tourmaline or zircon, you're probably not imagining those looks, you know? And so whichever one you like, I mean, I know where my eye's going. My eye, because I am what? Y'all know this. If you've been shopping with me for 20 years or 20 minutes, you know I love sparkle. So I'm going right to the center. That tourmaline is clean enough, but with the cutting it has, it's giving sparkle that is beyond. Even sitting next to a double refractive zircon on the right, and yet which one is sparkling more? It's the tourmaline in the middle. So, why am I showing them to you? Because I love them, and I just want to show you how fun gemstones are. And, oh, also, by the way, if you like the tourmaline too, let me just do a quick little blowout. Oh, hi, Ignacio. It's available, and it is available for that price. And yes, you can call us. Yes. And let me know if you need to see it. Oh, okay. What did he get? Oh, good, 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 good. Thank you so much. Sounds like he's enjoying what he's getting. Perfect. Well, Ignacio likes his shout out, so I'm going to give him a shout out. Ignacio, thank you so much for being with us. Thanks for watching, and appreciate you checking in with us, even though you're working late yesterday, so may have missed the show live. It's still available if you need it. Give us a call. We'll help you out. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to just zoom right on into that tourmaline, because I really just want to see this tourmaline. This round, I just think if there's anybody out there who just is attracted to a super bright, scintillating stone, it's a stone that's doing something tourmalines normally don't and can't. It's round cutting, it's clean, it's pinks, it's goldens, it's oranges, and I'm just going to take these away for a moment. Zircon leaving us there for a moment. There's the imperial, and let me just zoom in on 111-7475, because this one's just magic. To me, this is magic, and there's a huge blowout price. Actually, out of all three that you just saw on the wheel, this has never happened to me before. I usually have that, you know, whatever I like, it's probably going to be the most expensive one. This is actually the most affordable of all three that were up there, and I just now noticed that little water spot, so let me see if I can give that a little extra polish here. It's the most affordable. It's far more affordable than the imperial. It's more affordable than the zircon, and it's a rose gold setting with a tourmaline that, watch, it's completely clean. Look all the way through it. That's our 10 karat 69 tourmaline. Notice we don't even have a color listed for it, because you get to name it. What do you think it is? I look at it and I think of a beautiful sunset. Suddenly I'm like transported to a private island somewhere on a beach, white sand, maybe something, you know, something fun and just, you know, scenic and beautiful and just, you know, really relaxing. Just, you know, the sound of waves crashing and then the sunset. And just the most magical colors you could ever imagine Mother Nature could provide. It's all in that stone. It is in that stone, and the rose gold is perfection with it. So it stays in rose gold. It is so darn affordable, and that's why I'm showing it to you. If there's somebody who is loving that stone, call me quickly. It's going to be yours in a flash. There's no way it sticks around. It started at $16,999. I'm dropping it. We're not going to drop it to just $10,000 off either. We could go from $17,000 to $69.99 and just give you 10 grand off. Or we can take it even lower than that and really send it out. So that's what I'm aiming to do here. Let's get it a better price tag so somebody can own it. And better yet, it's not even 5 or 4 or 3. $3,000. I can't believe I'm saying that on a 1069 that looks like that. It's not going to be $29.99, and that's why somebody's going to own it tonight. Clean as can be, stunning colors, even the tapered prongs, which are so attractive. It's beautifully done. Diamonds on the sides. We didn't put a lot of them. It doesn't need it. It's all about, look at the stone. Look at the stone and how it's just, now it's a totally like, now it's giving me like, okay, out on that beach, but the sun has set, and now it's the colors of the bonfire. You know, the bonfire's roaring and you hear the crackle, and yeah, that's now, looks like fire inside that stone. It's amazing. It's not even 29, 28, 27.99, even 27.77. I'll just skip all that and we'll go $2,699 and you will love it. You will love it. $26.99 for a rare as can be. You call it what you want, name it what you want. It's got many, many colors combined. It's dynamite cutting in the round. Just could not be better, could it? It's just special. So that is a one only tourmaline, and I really had something else planned, but I got sidetracked with that one because that is really a beautiful stone. I'm just right now envisioning it with wonder rings, like pink diamond wonder rings maybe. Pink diamonds in rose gold around it, wrapping around either side. How gorgeous that would be. So it's $26.99 if you'd like it. Just had to show it. Okay, so coming up, let's move along and let's talk about, do we want to go turquoise? Because I started the show with the turquoise and guess what? She's still here. But I'm going to show you a larger way to go, and then we're going to get into some tanzanites, because yes, we have tanzanites tonight. And this is the turquoise, which I'm going to start with it on the hand here because I want you to see, because I think if I put it up close, you're going to go, oh, that's an interesting mounting. You don't usually see this mounting here. Let's take a look at that and see how sizable it is here. It's got almost this like sunray, sundial type of look that goes also in an overall clover shape or floral shape. And it's so difficult to do this where you have all the diamonds extending out. Notice how they start smaller and get larger out to the outside, but it's all rounded. It's almost domed, right? You see that curvature that it has built from the side on up to the center. Very special stone. Let's take a look at it up close. Now that you've seen it, I just wanted you to get a look at it because it's really pretty on. It's much prettier on than you can imagine by just having it sit here. And it's a huge turquoise. Talk about top quality and color. It's there. It's 1122685. And that will be, got to zoom back here, get it all in. It's going to be our 5 carat 81 round Sleeping Beauty turquoise. It's a 581, and listen to this. It's got a carat 77 in diamonds. Not normal. There they are, and there you can see how it's actually curving and turning and wrapping around to create this almost like cushiony platform of diamonds that's still got open negative space within it between every single row there. That turquoise is everything, and we got a good one. And I know it's not for everybody because number one, it's big. Number two, it's really, really special with the carat 77. And don't you hate? It's always been my beef with the jewelry industry that it was like forever and ever and ever. And we've been guilty of it too. Sometimes turquoise, even when you're dealing with top quality best, sometimes designers tend to put very little, very teeny tiny diamond weight with it. And I look at it this way, that's the best stinking turquoise in the world. It deserves a lot of diamonds because there's no better quality than that Sleeping Beauty mine, which has since been shut down. Of course, the mine is closed, so there's no hope of getting any more. And the people who have it, like have stashed it away, like, 15 years ago, they might have had some stockpiled, they stash it, they ain't selling it. It's like Paraíba. Everyone's holding on to it for dear life, waiting for the prices to day by day, month by month, year by year elevate, and it's working. Because when something, you know this, it's simple Econ 101, you know that when there's a little supply and a lot of demand, guess what? The demand gets even more intense. The supply, if it dwindles or stays the same, you've got worldwide demand for something because it's top quality, it elevates the value of whatever that is. And in this case, we're talking about Sleeping Beauty turquoise, best in the world. Take a look at it here. It's going to be a really big deal because we've added so many diamonds, so takes it to the next level here. Also, well, it's got a $59.99 price tag, and it's going to stay here forever at that price just because we've been doing this long enough, we know. Yes? Oh, good. We'll show it next. Paula? Or who is it? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure I heard you right. Okay, so we'll get them registered and we'll show it next. You got it. Yes, it was the signature mounting. Yes, that's the Imperial. We'll show it next. I've got this one going on the auction block because I know that $59.99 is not going to work. And I also know that we need to get the phone lines ringing. So how about this? Carat 77 in diamonds, obviously that's pretty extreme there. It's a lot of diamond weight. We don't see much of anything with a carat 77. I mean, right? That's a fact. So we're ready to show you one of our largest diamond weight pieces here, setting up that platform for your stunning, stunning turquoise. And it's not 59. I'm going to put it on the auction block. We're going to give this thing away. All you got to do is call. It's been really ever since the sale, which ended weeks ago now. Ever since then, though, we did like 2 weeks of sale for the end of the year. Ever since, we really haven't been doing too many auctions. So want to see if we can, if a miracle happens, if we can just get back into the good old-fashioned auction ways here and really give away some turquoise that I know is a little more, maybe it's going to be that little outside-the-box piece, but if it's affordable enough, you're willing to try it, that's what we want you to do here. And come on over and take a look at it. We'll change it in the gold color, too. So if you want yellow gold, no problem. Rose gold's fine. Let's make it, well, half off is $3,000. I'm not sure if that's going to get it started either. So we're not starting at 3, and we're not starting at 25. But we can start at $2,000 to get it going instead and make this all the luxury of turquoise you ever want to see, but in that amazing quality. And one more thing to point out, oh boy, was I busy all day long with, guess what? What was everybody talking about? Turquoise by the yard. I ended the show last night with 2 turquoise by the yard. I kid you not, no exaggeration. I probably had 300 emails, messages, all last night and today asking if we had any more. I do not. Turquoise is hot, 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 but most of the turquoise you find out and about is what's called stabilized or composite material. It's ground up turquoise powder that's then essentially glued together. This is not that. So if you're thinking, oh, I've seen turquoise beads out there, maybe they weren't that big, but they were really affordable. It's a lot of composite material. There's a lot of stabilized turquoise out there, even in small stones, even in medium stones. This is the large. This is the all natural through and through. This is solid, solid, solid turquoise. And you got to love it for that because it's also the premium color. It does not get any better than this in the world. And we're not going to start at $2,000 because we knew it. Not getting going on the auction. Let's make it even better. It's $1,500 to get this one started. $1,500 when there's a carat 77 in diamonds and solid gold to support that. And in the middle, that's our largest turquoise at a $581. So are we ready? $1,500, $10 increments only, so it's going to be really easy to jump in. Even if you're not bidder number 1, that's okay. Don't be intimidated by it. Let's take a look at it one more time and see if we can't get that one started. A major, major moment for a turquoise lover, and let me try it on again. It's got a lot of that feel of designer pieces. You know those enamel pieces that are out there in designer worlds that are $30,000 for some enamel. It has that kind of overall shape to it. It doesn't go over the sides of the finger here. It's really contained to 1 finger length there or width. It is 55 seconds to get it started, and then we're going to have to find something else you like. And then we do have that really fabulous piece. We're going to show that Imperial is coming up. Then we've got some tanzanite on the way. We are halfway through the show already, so you've got another 90 minutes to shop the Thursday. And these are where some of our best values are on a Thursday night. I mean, that's my little, I got to tell you, that's really the case here because it's a very special night. We do really incredible things for you, and we really give you the impact of value. So there it is, no open. All right, we move along. Carat 77, just a lovely piece. It's designer, it's couture level. I know that's not going to be for everybody, but if you love the really high-end jewelry, the ones that usually cost $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, you've got a good chance to pick it up right now at $15,000 instead. So a really lovely piece, and again, kind of that dome meets floral, meets clover, meets one of the bigger diamond weights we have overall. All together, and it's Sleeping Beauty turquoise at almost 6 carats. That's a natural, round, beautiful cabochon that is solid turquoise. Okay, here's the deal. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do this. I have Imperial Topaz, new register waiting. I have a white, yellow, rose gold option. And it's one of those huge diamond weights. And I'm short on time. And we got requests and we got tanzanites, and my goodness, we got a lot to do. If you'd like this, grab it. $1,499, 60 seconds, we sell it. Any gold you want, any size you need, shipped to your door for free, $1,499. If I've got anybody in the business watching, hi, you're buying it for the diamonds. You're buying it for the diamonds. Do I have a colleague out there watching? Competition out there watching? Oh, they're always watching. Oh, they're always watching. Well, they're buying this because in the business, you can't make it for that price. You couldn't set it for that price. You can't find a turquoise anywhere. You can't get a carat 77, not just SI diamonds or those I3s that everybody's showing. Oh, I3s. I3s, oh no. I3 diamonds is usually the quality you're shopping for across the board in jewelry. As accent stones, we've got VS. VS, and it's a carat 77 worth, and it's done for $14.99. Take a look at it one more time. We'll see if anybody's got it. That's the way to go, and we'll give it 60 seconds, and then we're going to get to that Imperial Topaz by request. It's on the way, and that big emerald is coming up before you know it. I think my tourmaline is still here. I got to learn. I got to learn. I got that weird taste. I like that stuff nobody else likes. I like the weird stuff. I like cool stuff, different stuff, like unusual, right? Not everybody else does, but I like it. So we've got an Imperial coming up for our new register. We have that big tanzanite. We're going to show you 16 karat. We've also got a 1260. Lots and lots to get to. This one, 30 seconds remaining. Let me know if you've got it. And it's funny, I usually recommend turquoise in the yellow. This one is so much diamond weight, and the diamonds are meant to look, you see it's all diamonds there. It's not a little diamond in a lot of gold. It's really the diamonds. That's what's so complex about this to make it, is that's why we use so many different sizes of diamonds, starting with the smaller, working their way out, getting bigger. That's what makes it so complex to make. And the whole point is to just be all diamonds, to not look like a big row of gold underneath, just to be about the diamonds creating that design. So in that sense, I really think maybe leaving it in white gold might be your best bet there. So let us know on that one. And did we find out who our new register was there, Tim, who wanted to see this? Oh. Oh, it wasn't a new register. It was Diane? Hi, Diane. Well, a great call here because this is one of those gorgeous stones. I know one went just last night that was similar in color, and it was a cushion cut. This is the same color, but in an oval, and it's a big size, and it's going to be 1122657, and it's very large. It's a 2 carat 21. We're going to come on in a little closer, and it's the signature mounting, the big signature mounting. We do several different versions. We'll see the smaller one coming up with emerald later, but this is that 128 diamond weight that is so extraordinary. Love the contrast of the white gold with the Imperial. The Imperial is mostly pink. Very tough to find. It's usually yellow. And at this rate, all we've been seeing are these mice phenos, like the most fine. It is the best. Yeah. It's I can measure it for you or show it. Let's do both here. And I would love it on, it's definitely not going to sit flat. It's a big stone, and of course, turquoise are always cabochon cut. There's no other way to do it, right? So let me just show them this, Tony, here really quickly here, just to see. There's the turquoise from the side, okay? So I just put on the middle finger here just to anchor it, but you see between the platform of diamonds and the turquoise being cabochon cut as they always are, it's going to have some height to it. Now, most rings do have a little bit of height to them. Besides your basic flat, little tiny bands, it's going to be a little height. I wouldn't say this is anything out of the ordinary. I would not think so. If I can, this is going to be an awkward angle here. How can I do this and show it to you there? I'm just going to measure it and show you. It's a little bit, if you're looking at home, it's about a ½ inch off the hand. So I just measured it, put the ruler right at the base of the finger, and then just set it up. It's about a ½ inch up off the hand. So if that helps at all, I would say that, especially if you're wearing it here, I think we're used to wearing, if you're used to bigger rings, which this is, you're used to setting something up. I don't think there's anything that's going to be in the way of normal wear. I say that though, admittedly, as a gal who wears big jewelry every day. So, it's not going to be bothersome if you're used to big jewelry, I would say at all. If you normally only wear teeny pieces, then it might be a little different for you, but not going to be obtrusive at all. So if that helps. All right, coming up, we've got the Imperial Topaz up close here, which is a 221 with 128. Stays in the white gold. It's a good choice to make. And here's the finishing on the inside. And what a great look this is. I'm going to pause there for a minute just so you can see the amount of pink. If I showed that and we played like the mystery guessing game of what stone is that, and all you got was the hint of seeing it from behind, I think you'd probably guess something very different than Imperial because it does have that really saturated pink coming through. And this is the end result when you see it up front. It's a true pink and golden blend. It really is. It's not split. It's not meant to be. It's not supposed to be a half and half. It's supposed to be blended like you see there. And this one coming way, way, way down. For a 2-carat 21, this is unbelievable. You got a very special piece here. Turquoise is still here, I think. So if you want the turquoise from a moment ago, grab it. We'll have that for you. If you want the imperial, this is the way to go. And the fact you're getting one of our larger stones. It's remarkable to see imperial just hit that 1-carat mark. To get to 1.5 is another level. To get to 2 carats, that's big. 221 in this case. So it's one of our larger stones, but you're not giving up any of the best color. It is exactly ideal. This is like museum level material. This is what you'd expect to see. If you saw imperial topaz on display at a museum, it should be this color. And the truth is, I've seen them in museums before. They don't even have this color. The museums don't usually have the availability of this color. So keep that in mind. We're going to blow it out right now. It's not $79.99. First caller only. Let's make this as affordable as can be. We have dropped it down. $3,499 only. That is it. And then I think, what are you guys feeling? Tanzanite? Or are you feeling emerald? Because we've got all of that to come, and there's just so much here today to show, and we've only got literally an hour and 20 minutes to do it, so there's just a ton to get to. Let me know if you like that imperial. This is what it looks like on the hand. Gorgeous color, as saturated as can possibly be right there. Look at how beautiful that is. It reads as Padparassha. We saw Padparashas earlier in a beautiful pink-orange blend. That's what this is, except we're talking one source stone. We're talking natural, unheated topaz. We're talking about Brazilian material, never gets any treatment whatsoever, so super rare, and $34.99 does not get you that signature mounting these days. So that just speaks to the value. Getting all that signature mounting and that huge, huge size in that gem all together in one. Very nice. All right, let's move on. We got a big Thursday here, but again, very, very special opportunity coming up on an emerald. I'm going to change your mind on emerald, even if you don't like emeralds. And then we've got a big time tanzanite as well. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to bring out the tanzanite that looks like this at the top of the hour. That is 19.5 minutes away from one of our best, one of our last museum reserve opportunities in an oval. It's a $12.60. Get ready for a price that you will not believe. And then we also have, I've been showing this, we've flashed it a few times. It's time to finally see what it's all about. This emerald is everything, and it's the signature mounting. Just scaled down just a bit. Still going to be nice and large, but it's not your typical. You saw that 128 just a moment ago. We don't have an emerald that fits into that 128 mounting. But we still have a big, big size here because it's over 1 carat in an emerald, and we just came in closer to the emerald. Very rare to see, very rare to do. You never usually want to back away and back away quickly from an emerald, because especially if you're in the jewelry business, and especially if you're on TV showing jewelry that's already probably on a pretty large monitor of some kind, so everybody is able to see right into that stone. Emeralds are inherently included, so the intention here is to show you every detail of your emerald. Gives you a closer look than you'd ever see normally if you were just shopping one in a store. But this stone is a carat 15. I call it the miracle. This is like the miracle emerald, because we've seen a couple stones of late. If you've been watching me for the last couple of weeks, we've seen some really good stones, but they've been small. 15 points yesterday, right? 15 point, 20 points, rounds usually, same color. This is a whole different animal to get up into that 1 carat plus size. It's a carat 15 in an oval. Same kind of clarity, unbelievable color. This is where I wish I could just show you side by side, what every emerald looks like out there in the world, because they don't even resemble what this stone looks like. It's a totally different idea. This is item number 11222781. It's in the signature mounting that instead of giving us 128 in diamonds, this time around it's got 101 in diamonds, so still tremendous diamond weight, but it's scaled down to fit the stone size. Take a look at it. It's super clean. This is still Colombian. It looks Zambian. Our most expensive emeralds that have ever been here on display on the show have been Zambian emeralds. Colombia, though, is regarded as the best. This is your Colombian stone, but with that really telltale clarity and color. This is why it's the anomaly stone, because usually you get Colombian stones get that color, usually only if they're really heavily included from the Muzo mine, and then they usually only get that clarity if they're that lighter color out of the Chivor mine. It's a give and take. You choose what your priority is. And if you want more color, you go Muzo. And if you want more clarity, you go Chavor. Typically, that's kind of the basics of how it goes. This stone is giving you the spot-on best color you would expect out of the premium Muzo material, but it's got clarity like it's out of the Chavor mine. And that is why this stone is so remarkable, and why when you get a carat 15 in size and a carat 01 in diamonds and look at the finishing, do not think that's going to be a ring you can't live in every single day, all day, because it's got all the special details in the way it's built. And then you can change the gold. So if the only problem you have is that it's not in white gold and that's all you wear, we'll do that happily. No charge to you. But tell me something. As we're an hour and 43 minutes into a Thursday night, with only an hour and 15 to go, is that going to go at $15,999? I can tell you it's not. And my job is to make sure that jewelry is not just, oh, hey, it's pretty. Oh, hey, that's pretty. Oh, that's good. It's to move it. It's to get this piece from our wheel to your home in the next couple of days. And we can only do that if we drop the price to some obscene, crazy low that wouldn't even be fathomable anywhere else. And if you know emeralds, you know how specialty they are. This is a stone I've studied since before I was in the gem business. I was in the sports business before this. Before the sports business, well, I was a college student, and that's what I did. And I got to tell you, from a very young age, I loved emeralds and researched them and studied them because I was born in the month of May. So as someone who always admired jewelry and loved it, I always wanted to study my birthstone. And so it's one that really is my first knowledge of gems was all centered upon this stone. And you grow up knowing Colombian's the best. You grow up knowing they are expected to have inclusions. We give it a euphemism term. We call it the jardin. It's a French term for garden. It means all that stuff you see in the stone. This doesn't have any of that is going to be visible when you see it on the hand. That's where I'm going to show it to you next. Watch how all this look that you're seeing specifically here just turns into pure glow. Watch. This stone, now there is not a single imperfection visible when you see that, and we're still pretty close. Can you imagine wearing this where somebody is just seated a table away, or they're across the room, or they're walking in to an event and you're walking in and that's what you're wearing? That's the glow everyone sees. That is the unbelievable super high clarity glow, and we got to get rid of $15,999 before I lose you. How about this? First caller can have it. I'm sending it out. I will do something so unexpected. My auctions ain't working. Look at that. Had a turquoise with a carat 77, no open. I'm going to skip an auction that would be actually minimum open would be $7,500. That's how we're half off. I think a lot of us can say that's pretty good, but it's not going to do it. So here's my giveaway. And this is truly a giveaway alert right now. This is when I think you need to know when we get real ready here, when that last hour starts to approach and we need to move jewelry quickly, get ready for the giveaway. If you're thinking you're going to miss it, well, that's what I would be most concerned about right now, because a lot of people will be dialing in and this one's not going to stay here. We know that. It's not $15,000. It's not $7,500, which is where the auction would typically start. Not getting a lot of auction traction tonight, so that's what we're just going to skip it. Takes too much time anyways, and I'm going to give you a better savings because that's all you care about, right? You don't care how you get the savings. It's like the journey versus the destination. You want the ring. That's your destination. That's the goal. You just need it for the smallest price tag possible. That's what I'm doing right now. And so we're skipping the auction at $75. We're giving you a chance to own it for less. But you've got to be quick on the phone lines. You can have any gold color, any size you need, all of that. It's not $75, it's not $7, it's not $6,500. This cannot get better. I've been studying emeralds for a long time. You probably have as well. It's an emerald we grew up knowing about because it's not the exotic you've never heard of. It's the one we know exists with rubies and sapphires as the big three. It's the ones we always know of, right? Everybody, people who know nothing about gems know about emeralds. They are really icons in the gem world. It's just finding those stones that are specifically high quality is twofold difficult. It's the availability and then it's the price tag. You find one and then it's an unbelievable price tags. And then you look around and go, the rest is kind of, not sure I want to wear that proudly because the quality's not there. This is where you get everything all in one. It's not 65, it's not 6,000, 5,000, 4,000, 3,000. Suddenly we're less than the price of the mounting by itself with a carat 01 in diamonds, signature style that we know is popular year after year, over and over, generation after generation. This mounting is the way to go. But it's not even going to be $29.99. This is the Holy Grail Emerald. It looks like our $50,000 Zambian. We have a $50,000 Zambian emerald. If you want to see it, I'll bring it out. But it's $50,000. This one is under 3. We're going to take it lower than that because I still need a caller and we want to give it away. And it's not $2,500 either. This is your stone to own. You only need one good emerald. I don't think there's many people who collect them because, again, there's that availability issue or lack thereof. You need one good one. This is about as good as it can ever, ever, ever be or get. And it's not 29. 2,500 was my promise to you, and we're taking it lower than that because why not? We got to get it a home. You've got a full carat plus in diamonds, and we're going to size it to whatever you need. Here's what it looks like again. Please remark that, just notice this is what it's going to look like when you wear it. This is what everyone's going to see. That overall showy glow that you're seeing there that is unheard of. I have been doing this so many years, guys, and I've shown just, you can't even, countless number of emeralds, and they never look like this, ever. 25, 24, 23, 22, 2,100. Got to make it move right now with that under gallery. Why are you waiting? Don't. Because then somebody gets it. I always make the mistake. I go, well, I'm stocking that piece, and then you know what? Someone else was too, and they just pulled the trigger faster, and they get it, and I don't, right? That's the problem. You can't think, well, at $21.99, maybe it's going to go lower. Oh, we're taking it lower, but it's not going to last beyond tonight. So this is the time you take advantage of it. And remember, if you think it's too good to be true because you know the world of emeralds, I would think the same thing if I were you, especially if I didn't know TVON that well. I'd say there's no way. That's got to be faux, that's got to be glass, that's got to be crystal. It's the real deal. And this is welcome to the world of TVON, where we literally go better than wholesale. And we bring you stones out of private collections that is from the biggest gem family that's ever existed in the world. And I mean that. So this is not a stone we just went out and bought from somebody and said, oh, this will be cool. This is a cute little trinket to show. This is a private collection stone that is brought out on this Thursday, January 11th, just because it's great and we want to wow you. And I'm discounting it up here like it's nothing, and it's not even $21.99. Try it. And the point is this: if you're a naysayer and you're skeptical and you think can't be that good, try it, get it at home, and remember you have a money-back guarantee, because I would not steer you wrong. And this is a stone you will love. And it's not even going to be, hey, it's still here at $21.99. The good news is we're verifying a couple of people. The bad news is it's still here. So let's go even lower than $2,099. This is a little cuckoo, but it's going to happen. We got to make sure it goes. White, yellow rose in your size, shipped to your home for free. Let's take a look at it. And I'll go less than $2,000 and we'll make it $19.99 first caller. Good luck. And that's that. And we'll give it 60 seconds. Yes. Oh, good. The drops from earlier. Congratulations. Opal earrings from earlier just sold. And our emerald is here. But only 45 seconds left to invest into it. And then we'll see where we go. Well, top of the hour is in about 9 minutes. We'll bring out that 12-karat tanzanite. We have a heart-shaped mandarin that I'm going to give away. That's next. 7-karat mandarin heart-shaped giveaway. I like the sound of that. That's going to be fun. Shown it a couple of times. We're going to get you a full look at it. There are just beautiful pieces in tourmaline tonight, too. So, okay, let's leave that here. And if you'd like to shop at another time, have your $16,000 ready. Oh, yeah. And please don't just throw me under the bus and say, yeah, but Lauren had it for 19. Don't do that. Come on. Yes, go ahead. Yeah, we'll try it on again. We have some new registers coming in tonight. Yeah. So this is, actually, that's a great question. It's Muzo. This is Muzo. Yeah. It's just got the clarity of Chivor together. Who got the opal earrings, Jason? Susan. Hi, Susan. Thanks so much. Where's she calling from? NC. North Carolina. Thanks, Susan. Enjoy. Okay. Emerald is here. Maybe. Verifying. Andy's verifying. Jess verifying with the new register. Tim might be verifying over there. We'll see who gets it. Or you can come in right now out of the blue and snag it. Whatever you want to do, but I'm showing you a big mandarin garnet heart shape right now. And this is the big 708, 112-1867 coming up right now. Oh, another rarity, just another day, another museum stone. And it's a heart-shaped mandarin. Look at that. That's a great stone. And I know you love the heart shapes. They can't keep them in stock, especially in a big size like this. It's our 7-carat 08. It's got 125 in diamonds as well, finished on the inside. This is the signature mounting. It's just been modified to work with this heart-shaped stone. So it's all been custom made around that 7-carat 08 with a carat 25. And you can even change the gold if you want to on this one. Let's take a good look at the inside there. That signature under gallery. You've got the diamond pave that's going to wrap around the sides on either side, left and right of the ring. It's going to wrap around in that beautiful pave, kind of like a semi-dome style. Then you've got your halo. It's 125 in total of diamonds, and all of that with one of the clean, bright mandarins. My always key with mandarins, if you're not super familiar with this January birthstone, because it is a garnet. It's just an exotic type of garnet, comes out of generally Namibia is where most of these stones hail from. And this is where what you look for is bright neon oranges. But you want to see those yellow pops, yeah. Oh, okay, let me see. I don't know offhand, and instead of estimating it, let me just measure it for you. Does that sound good? All right, so we'll get you a millimeter size on that lost emerald, which is going to be easy enough to do here because the stone sets up out of the mounting. So that's going to be, as far as width-wise goes, Tim, that's going to be 6 millimeters. It looks like it's going to be a pretty traditional 6x8 here. But just to be exact, because why not, it is actually, it's a 6x8. It's a calibrated 6x8 oval. Yep, it's a pretty traditional size there. So here we are with our 7-carat 08 heart shape. One caller who loves it. Oh, I hope there's one out there, because that's a wild one. And yeah, maybe you've seen it at $19,999. Chances are good you have. It's been up several times. This is going to be a lot better than that. Let's take a look at it. This is really nice. Check that out. It's a great color too, isn't it? Beautiful. And that's where when you see those bright, brilliant yellow flashes, that's always so nice to see the way it just comes alive. This is a stone that also wrestles with inclusions, much like the emeralds do. So it's exciting to see a bigger stone size, and yet huge value here. $9,999. It's not going to be. We're going to take it even lower. This is the lowest it's been marked down for, by the way. So keep that in mind if you want that ultimate high level. And I was saying it earlier, we think heart shapes, if in terms of Valentine's Day upcoming, if you think about heart shapes, you think about pinks and reds typically. Kind of fun to go a little outside the box with the color range here and have a little fun with this mandarin, which is actually going to be, let's just skip over the drama here and make it under $3,000. Which, by the way, there's a mandarin and then there's an aqua. We can do a round aqua in the same kind of mounting. So if you want a big aqua and a round, that would be something that I would call in and ask about. We only have about an hour left. This is not even $29.99. This has not happened. And the thing is this, not a big banner up on the screen. It's not a holiday weekend. It almost is, but it's, you know, not one of those things where, oh, are we going to do something? This is it. This is the blowout. We're just taking everything individually and we're marking it down. So you get under cost prices on every last thing I bring. Trust me, I'm taking more than anybody could imagine, because sometimes like our biggest sale might be 10% off, right? On that ring, that would still drop it by $2,000, but that's still $18,000. You don't have to pay $18,000. You're not even paying $3,000. Which would you rather pay? So this is where, again, we're doing the work for you. We're discounting all the pieces down to their rock bottom low, so they disappear and they go. That's the objective here. We're not even doing $28.99. So this is one major stone, and it is very clean for a mandarin garnet that usually, again, has a lot of natural inclusions to it. This one's going to be $28.88 first caller. That's it. Big value and a major stone at 7 carats plus. And then top of the hour is about 3 minutes away. So we'll bring out the big tanzanite, and that is where we need to go, because, you know, yesterday was the big highlight of the show, was all these markdowns we did on tanzanite, but it didn't have this size. So we're going to bring out what was missing last night, that a lot of you got hooked up with great tanzanites in 5 and 6 carat sizes. We're going to bring out a big one for you with some really fancy cut diamonds as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you stay with us for that. And then we still have the 1668 emerald cut, rather 1583. So that's coming up. 1668 was the other day. We got a 1583 coming up in an emerald cut. And then we have a lot more, and hopefully your requests here in our last hour as well. But before we do any of that, I'm going to show you a rubellite tourmaline. It's been a fun night of tourmalines already. But let me show you a rubellite pendant. Rubellite is one of the rarest tourmalines in the world, second really to Paraiba. It's 112-1704. Take a look at this. It's an oval. It's clean. Once again, tourmaline's supposed to be type 3. It is, well, they are type 3. It's just supposed to have lots of inclusions. This one I'm going to need to help. So let me just walk around here and zoom in, and then I'll sit it up right to you. But this is our Rubellite 115 size, finished on the inside, under gallery to the pendant, and 11 points in diamonds, and I'm going 0 to start and $100 increments. I don't know if that's an auction technically, but maybe starting at 0 will help out. Oh, by the way, it is a $15.99 piece, so that just gives you a little for instance there. And it's Rubellite that's clean. So what makes a Rubellite versus a pink tourmaline? Because if you think they're interchangeable, they're not. Pink tourmalines are the lighter varieties of pink, but when you start to get fuchsias, which this definitely has, then that is the category of Rubellite. Usually Rubellite has that deeper color thanks to inclusions. That's just not the case here. So we're going to look for $100. We'll give it 60 seconds. If we don't get it, no problem. But it is a no reserve auction. So this means we're starting at, rock bottom. Nothing, 0, zilch, nada. Then you get to decide what you want to pay to get it home. $100 we have. I have news for you guys. Breaking news from TVON. We're going to have auction success tonight, after all, because we're going to sell something in auction. And it's going to be this item. Right now, it's at $100 only. And that's all we have. Uh-oh. Well, it's $100 going once. Do I dare ask who our vulture is over there who wants us at $100? We got 100. We're looking for 200 or more, and I don't have it. So 200, never mind, we do. Tim's got 2. We have 202 bidders. Yikes. We have $300. We got $300. And we have, wow, 2 bidders tonight. Okay. So let me do this, Tony. I'm going to show this on the hand, measure it, and put it on my neckline because it looks like we might be selling this here even faster than I thought. I thought we'd take this at least. Oh, it is the top of the hour. Okay. So you know what? Let's just show this here. Give you a look at the actual link top to bottom, which is a little more than a ½ an inch. Really, it's, 5/8. And I'm going to put it on the neckline. And then we're going to give it, I can't believe I'm saying this. I have not had anything for $300 in a pendant in a while. It's $300. We're going to be, imagine this on your favorite chain, whether it's going to be a little higher, lower. It's $300 now. Can I just say this, Tony, real quick? This is the top of the hour, and I'm just going to hope that we just have maybe a few people just tuning in just now. We're not done yet, but we are at $300 only on a live no reserve auction for a Rubellite pendant with diamonds. Any gold you want. If you're thinking, this has got to be like some kind of, what's happening right now? What's going on this Thursday night? This is what's going to be happening for the next hour. We have an hour left. We have 1 bidder left. Wow. I know we're used to great values, giveaways, discounts, deals. What's happening right now, though, is a little bit, this one's tough to describe. So we're at 300. We're going to give it a final 2 minutes, and then we will show. I'm going to skip the tanzanite. I think that I've been scheduling this. Tanzanite's been supposed to be the top of the hour for the entire show. I think I may have to skip it, but you never know. I don't know. We're going to show you what we can do here. But first things first, let's cross that bridge when we get there. I got to get a Rubellite out the door. We have $300 on a Rubellite pendant. Gold, backing, under gallery diamonds, and a Rubellite tourmaline, one of the rarest tourmalines in the world, and it's at 3. Okay, so let's take a look at it up close one more time. White, yellow, rose gold, and a 2-minute clock is ticking down. We'll give you 2 minutes because that's what we got to do with the delay. So 2 minutes till we'll have our winner. 2 minutes. Yikes. And $300. What an interesting way to kick off the final hour of our Thursday night. And no other bidders, just 300 hanging out, just $300. You're more than welcome to jump in. More than welcome. Jump in if you want to. You got 90 seconds to do it. Make the phone call and you're eligible to bid. It's really that easy, guys. It's that easy. Even if you've never shopped here before, we'll try to get y'all registered real quick so you can jump in and make this yours. What a great way to start your TVON collection. Try something out. There's the backside with that under gallery. Don't like white gold? No problem. We'll do it for free in yellow. We'll do it for free in rose. It's totally up to you. But we have a final minute left until it is going to be done and sold and gone. So last call. Hi, Jason. You've been talking to people all night. What people doing tonight? What happens on a Thursday night? I have no idea. Is there something really like juicy on TV on Thursday nights? No national championship tonight. We had that Monday. No debate. That was yesterday. Nothing's happening on Thursday. Do people just go to sleep? I don't know. What goes on a Thursday night? I have no idea. But I know what's happening in shopping. And TVON is where it's at on a Thursday night. Nobody else. 300 going once. Does anybody want to go 400 or more? We got 15 seconds left till I can make it official. Yikes. I wish I could buy jewelry like this. This is one of those classic cases of, oh man, I wish I could shop TVON jewelry like this. I can shop TVON jewelry all I want. I just can't get values like this. I cannot. If you think I can get that for 300 bucks, oh, no, I cannot. No. So do we have anybody at 4 or more? 400, 500, anybody else on this one? No? What's everyone doing? Making requests? We got a big Tanzanite coming up. Not shying away now. I just go, we're going to dive right in, head first, and bring out the biggest Tanzanite we got tonight. Why not? Bring out the big Museum Reserve Oval. All right, 300, do we have 4? You got it? No? Yes? Sold. Congratulations, that's gone. Let's take a look at what was scheduled for top of the hour, which every fiber in my being is saying, skip it. Don't do it. Save it. Put it on the weekend. Put it on Saturday. Put it on Sunday. I'm going to just go ahead and show it because there might be somebody out there who says, no, I do want to see that tonight, and I want to steal it. Let me steal one of the big Museum Reserve Tanzanites, and this is it. It's item number 11222345, and welcome again to our last hour of Thursday. Will she make it? Who knows? But I'm going to try. And the only thing that can really, I think, so I made a little announcement last night that got a little bit of our TVON world a little bit in a little hysteria. And I don't mean to be, the bearer of bad news, but it is my job to communicate the facts to you guys because, the host of TVON, I just want to make sure you know where we're at with Blue Wing Block Teas. And welcome again, if you just tuned in, welcome to our last hour. It's going to be a nice last hour. Have no idea what else is going to happen, but it's going to be good. So this is our 1260. This is on the heels of last night when I had a little extra, kind of like a little continuum of our 5th anniversary of having Blue Wing Block Tea. Now, technically that anniversary occurred on December 15th. Of last year. That was only a few weeks ago. But we brought out some of our best values and then we topped it yesterday. And so what I'm aiming to do now, because we topped it, but only on a select few stones. We only had a few 6-caraters, and then by request we brought out a few more. Everything we put up sold. So what we did not have last night was any Museum Reserve in an oval that was bigger in size. We're going to bring out a 1260. But what's great about this 12-karat 60 is that it happens to be a big stone, but really I think will be versatile for even some people that don't necessarily go huge with their stones. And that's because we didn't go round and round and round with all these extra halos. We didn't put it in the bridge mounting. We didn't add a lot of extra length because the stone is giving that length as it is. So what we did was we still really put the upgrade there. We added really big diamonds, one on each side, east and west. And there is a fancy cut diamond on either side of the ring. So it is actually, I know it's 22 points, you're going 22 points. That is a big deal because each stone is an 11-point fancy cut VS diamond. So you ready to see those diamonds? I'm going to give you a real close up look at those so you can see them here. They're really just, they say fancy cut. It's like a trillion, but it's like shorter than most trillions just by a bit. So it can be a little wider along the one edge. And let me just zoom in really quickly here just to show you those stones. See, it's almost like an elongated trillion. Almost with little extra faceting. There's the best angle. Look at that stone and see the outside edge there, how it has those little notches, so think like trapezoid meets trillion. Same thing happening over here. So it's not a half moon, it's not a true trap, and it's not a true trillion. It's a combination of all three, which makes it a fancy cut. And you have 2 of them that are identical. Now we're going to zoom back so you can see the whole stone because it's a Museum Reserve 12-karat 60. And that's very special. And it's got all the red flashes we so adore, we so love. It's good to see, isn't it? And it's going to be, well, here's the problem. $14,999 because it's a big stone with all the red flash and Museum Reserve set aside from day one, way back when, over 5 years ago, to be on display at a museum. Now we ran out. We weren't done. You weren't done. Still demand, still requests for big tanzanites. So what do? Now we have no museum reserve. The museum reserve is for you, our customers. It's for you to enjoy, for you to take advantage of, for you to get a hold of. Now, there aren't any more of those left either. That was the breaking news last night that really sent us into a little tizzy. And I know that for those of you that don't typically watch the weeknights, and if you're here by accident, this is where we would normally make big announcements like that on the weekends when we have a little more viewership. This is where we're at. We have no more loose blue wing block Ds. All these years we've been creating gorgeous jewelry pieces based on the loose stone that then has a piece designed for it or around it. Now we are out. So what is made up and ready to go. There's no more. So we're there. We're in that last push. It's what we have is what we have. Can't get any more. We could certainly get more tanzanite, but it won't be this quality that we've become so accustomed to, that we've all, I think, collectively fallen in love with. That is nowhere else. It's a true TVON exclusive. So we love all those aspects, but that's why we got to get rid of $15,000. Now is not a time, after all these years of giving away tanzanite, the best in the world, now is not a time to get our normal pricing when we're in last call, and it's probably more important now. There's more urgency than ever. If you need one, want one, have it, your sights set on a big tanzanite, go now, because there will be a time here in the not very distant future where we're going to talk about, oh, I'm sorry, they're completely gone. Oh, I'm sorry, they're sold out. We're going to have to send you somewhere else to go buy a block C material. Ugh, I don't want to be the one to have to do that. Here's what we're going to do on this one to make this easier on a really weird Thursday. We're going to do something crazy good, and we're going to bring you a value, and I'm going to have to replicate essentially what has made this not only popular because of its beauty, but because of the values. I think a lot of people see the logic in why spend more to get less when I can spend less to get more at TVON. That's what we're going to do right now. So skip $99.99, and remember, every reduction is major savings back in your pocket. But this is not going to be $99.99. And it's also not going to be $8,000, $7,000. Now, $6,000 is very interesting because it's $6,000 on a 1260. That's going to be $470 a carat about. We're not doing that because at this point, I have made such a big deal about some of these ridiculous low per carats that we've had that it's now what we all demand. But this one is different because, again, notch, it's a step up with the Museum Reserve. It's a 1260. That's not a 4 carat or 5 carat or 6 carat. It's bigger. And then you've got these really important diamonds. That's the thing. We don't have a little bucket full of exotic cut diamonds like that in big sizes. That's what really sets this apart. It's what makes it special. It's not $6,000. It's not $5,000. Okay, now we're at a per carat level. That's crazy. $5,000, 12 carat 60. Just for the record, we're now at $396 a carat. Fancy diamonds, big stones, they cost thousands for each of those stones. We're going to do better than $5,000. We're going to do better. And this is just my giveaway for you. Notice no auction because, my goodness, I did a zero to start auction moments ago and that didn't work. So here's what we've got. Instead of $49.99, I'll just keep on going and we will give this ring away. It's just that simple. But all you need to do is please be first, because I don't have a second and a third and a fourth opportunity. This is it. This is all. And you know who you are if you're waiting on a 1260. It's really that ideal. It's that chance to pick it up. It's the chance to get a big oval. But more importantly, look at it on, because it doesn't go crazy oversized. It's not that piece that's over the top. It's really just done in a way where that is as classic as a mountain gets. You've got the 3-stone styling, which I keep telling you, the most important stones in the world in retail are set this way. Not usually with a fancy cut, I'll admit. They'll usually do a round, or they'll usually do, sometimes it's an oval. A lot of times 3 stones. Again, this is that 3-stone styling that's classic, but with really upgraded fancy cuts on the sides. That's worth something. And it's not even $49.99. Get ready, because the values are coming. And we're not going to ask 49 or 48 or 47. And when we're this close to completion of the collection, i.e., they almost gone. When we're this close, you got to take what you love and get them now before they are completely gone. We have been spoiled. And it feels like after 5 years running, it does kind of just feel like they're going to be here forever, right? And a lot of you are probably going, yeah. That's just a line. They're not. I literally went through the inventory yesterday afternoon, right here before the show, and I was shocked because there's always been a little something, like just still like a little bit of the collection we could make jewelry out of. This is now done, so this is the chance to pick it up. It's not going to be 47 or 46. Do you see all the reds? It's so powerful to see an oval deliver reds like that. And that's what this stone is doing. Bright flashes of red, and that's under the most harsh, bright light you can ask for. It doesn't get any brighter than a studio lighting. So with all that, it only gets better and more powerful. You see more neon and more color when you are seeing this and witnessing this in person. You will love it. You will love it. Take it from me, who's looking at this before the show started in an office environment, which is just normal lighting. And it looks completely different than you could ever imagine by seeing it here because, again, it's all about the lighting. This doesn't need all the bright lights in the world. The diamonds love it, but the tanzanite doesn't need it. It looks even better when you just see it in normal lighting in person. It's not $46.99 or $45.99. It's not even $4,500. For a $1,260, this is going to get you down to, for Museum Reserve, the lowest we've ever seen a Museum Reserve go, plus the fancy diamonds, and it's not $4,500 at all. It's $44.99. So first caller will take it. $44.99 does calculate out, and I'll get you the exact here because that's so impressive, really. When you think about $1,260, that's actually $357 a carat. So that is where it should be. If you're talking regular, like wholesale trading, block C, light washed out material that's maybe a half carat size, this is the Museum Reserve best of the best that's ever been mined from one source in the world. So I would say your best bet is to go here. Get that darker saturation, get a Museum Reserve if you can, which obviously have been more limited, and get that fabulous high-end, extra special diamond design, essentially, because you've got those really beautiful fancy cuts on the sides, and it's all for you for $350 essentially a carat. It's amazing. It's really amazing. We got a quick wheel of earrings to show you next. We'll get the ball rolling here with some great earrings, all one of a kinds, but they're all large and they're all really incredible value. Then we've got more on the way in sapphires, more tanzanite. Let me do this. We've got a better value on tanzanite tonight in a pear shape. So let's just wrap up our tansies for the night by showing you a pear shape. They wanted me to show this to you yesterday, and I refrained, because we had a 6 carat wheel. This was part of it. So this had a better, well, let me just show it to you. This is a pear shape, kind of that 3-stone influence as well, except there are actually 4 stones on each side, but overall gives it that very simple setting that really shows off the stone. Here's our pair. I'm going to flip it around. I think that's the better angle to see that color there. And this is one that I was literally supposed to show you yesterday. I just didn't feel it was right for the pear shape to be sitting next to 6 carat stones. So we actually had this as part of a deal where it was supposed to be, it's a 487, so it's just under 5 carats in size. It's 112-1725. This will be in tanzanite besides the big emerald cut, which we do have. But and we still have some emerald cuts from earlier that we showed you as well that are still hanging out. This is the pair. 487 is the carat weight. It's got 37 points in diamonds. And then, guys, we need to know what you'd like to see in the last couple minutes of the show here because we only have about 43 minutes left. This is our 487 with 37 points in diamonds, and let's do this. I had this one on a wheel yesterday for $19.99, except I didn't feel it was fair to put that up with the 6 carats. It was just under 5. I just wanted to put it aside. But it is $19.99, best case scenario, which is, don't get me wrong, a great per carat value, especially with this one. You're getting the princess cuts on the side, so you get really big stones individually that are all semi-bezel set or channel set. Each one has a block or a row of gold around each diamond, set up in this almost like kind of pointed arrow design, if you will. It kind of points down the sides. It's not going to be $19.99. Tell you what we'll do here. I'm just going to put it on the auction block because I can't go any lower. So the only way to get around this is just to say you price it, and we're going to do better than even $1,900 to start. Let me go $1,800 to start on this one. It's supposed to be $19.99. It was supposed to be on the wheel yesterday with our others. I just wanted to make this a little bit better just to make it make sense, and we're going to go $1,800. So not 19. but $1,800 to open the auction. Let's take a look at it here and see how it's going to look on the hand and give you that really classic tailored style, which I think so many people love, because we bring out the bridges and the double halos all the time, and then a lot of you say, that's a little much for me. What's going to kind of tamp it down a little bit? What's going to make it really everyday wearable? Well, check it out here and see if that works for you. And then we'll see if we've got an open. Tony, can we do $1,800 to open, please? Because that's where we want to just make it a little bit more affordable, considering it's just about a 5-carat stone instead. Bigger diamonds, 37 points. Remember, there are only 8 stones in the ring. So that means that each and every one of those diamonds themselves is about a 5-pointer, just under a 5-pointer. So you've got just under a 5-carat center. You've got just under 5 points on the diamonds, and we're waiting for the open at 18 with a $10 increment as well. Let's take another look at it up close and see. That's it for Tanzanite tonight. Unless there's any requests or anything we can bring out for you, I have just... At this point, though, if you're going to make a request, it's going to likely be a, I'm sorry, we don't have that anymore. I'm sorry, we don't have that, because they're sold out. This is everything we've got here. So the things that we have, the pieces we have made up are all we have for you. And we're looking for $1,800 to get it going. This is obviously not supposed to happen. We still have the big oval if you'd like it. Earring sets coming up. We have a wheel of 3 different pairs of earrings to show you next. After this, after we wrap up our Tanzanites for the day, and $1,800, no open on that one. So we'll move right along. Got a lot more to show you. And requests are so welcome. I'd love to just say, you know what, you tell me what you want to see for the rest of the night, we'll go there. Because $1,800 for a Tanzanite, if we're not getting that one going, then we definitely need to, maybe we need to sell vacuums or something. I don't know. Something else entirely. I mean, this is just one of those, woo, it's a good value right there. Waiting to happen. I don't know how I would do in that. I just don't know. It's not my area of expertise, I will admit. I'm not sure if I'd be the one you'd want selling like household stuff. I just, yeah, it's not, yeah. I'm much more comfortable selling anything but that. All right, coming up, let's get a move on. I haven't only sold jewelry. I've sold a lot of other things. I sold Dior glasses. Do you guys remember that? I sold crocodile Birkin bags on the air many years ago. I sold land and cars and houses and a lot of other things, but not like, yeah, not cleaning stuff. All right, let's build a little wheel here. Take a look at this. This is option 1 in earrings. These are all going to be one-of-a-kind pair of earrings here. So these are the leaf style that got the white and the yellow, diamonds and gold. Then I have these really beautiful, large, deep green. This is like that bottle green tourmaline we love, and they're huge. They have been there. I mean, these are honestly, they've been here longer than I have. They've been here a while. And that's because they were $4,000, and now we're just going to change it all. Get you a great value for any of my earring lovers out there. There's one more, so let me see how we can do this here. Let's move those diamonds up front, and then we're going to bring in some hot pink color in our spinels. They're Mahenge spinels out of Tanzania, and they look like that. Floral design, diamonds in the middle. Which one do you like? Because I'm going to give them away right now. We only have 1 pair of each. We can always revisit the Tanzanite if you want us to go back to that, but this is where I've got 403 in tourmalines here. 403 is your carat weight, 2 carats each, 70 points in diamonds. 70 points. It's a ton of diamond weight for that tourmaline. Then we have 237 in the pear-shaped Mahenges right here. Those are the pear shapes in that floral design. They're in rose, by the way, they stay in rose gold. Actually, the only ones that can be changed are the green tourmaline earrings. Everything else stays. So these Mahenges will stay, these white and yellow diamond earrings that are almost like a, it's a north to south, kind of think of it like a leaf design or a little bit of a marquise shape, but twisted. So you see there's a little dimension to it. And then they've got, they'll stay as is. And then we've got the green tourmalines. They're in yellow, but change them if you want. Yes? Erlinda from California. Wonderful. Was she shopping tonight? Shopping for what? Oh, really? Which one? Oh, yes. Wonderful. Welcome to our show. Was she nearby or? Oh, Pomona. Oh, where? Oh, really? Okay, cool. Thank you, Linda. That's wonderful. Thank you. Welcome. Earring lovers, $24.99 is what they're slated to be. Obviously, there's some higher end, more important earrings here. They're all bigger earrings. They're all exotics. The yellow diamonds, by the way, 21 points, 82. Whoa. Wait a minute. There is a carat 03 in diamond weight in this earring. Yeah. Then the spinels have a 237 carat weight with 1 point in diamonds. in the bezel there in the middle. They're supposed to be, they're intentionally small just to be that little dot of diamond in the middle. And then there's a great spinel ring to go with it. But if you want any of the earrings, blow them out. Blow them out. $888 a pair. No matter which one you want, but they're all one-onlys. $888 a pair. Let me know what you want to see on the ear. Then we'll show a request, which is the spinel from yesterday. And let me know, who's that request for? Janet will show your spinel next. It's from, and if she wants to pick up the earrings, they would look beautiful. Look at the ring with the earrings there. There's a match in color there, Janet, if you like those floral earrings, which are in the rose gold. And there is rose gold in that ring, too, so they would pair up really nicely together. And then let me know, operators, if you want any of those three, we're going to give them 60 seconds, and then I can bring up the item numbers and show them on and do all that as you ask about them. But we've gone through the carat weights. You're getting a carat plus in yellow and white diamonds. I don't know where you get a carat plus in diamonds, especially yellow and white for $888. Where you're getting 2.5 carats of spinel that match up in 10 stones for $888 and diamonds. And then you've got these huge 2 carat each tourmalines in any gold you want with a diamond halo of 70 points. You know what somebody should do is just take all three. Really, really save that way. That's an earring lover's dream right there. So nobody on the earrings. All right, 28 seconds remaining. Then we've got Janet's request coming up next. 112-1572. Tony will be next. Can I try any of these on for you or bring up some graphics, or would that help? Let's just do this on the diamond earrings here. Tony, bring it up so we can show them. 112-0745. Green ones, those are tourmalines. And let's show them on. And then they're item number 111. 1361 if you like them. They're in any gold you want, and that's what they look like from a distance. They're huge. Those are tourmalines. There's 403 total weight and 70 points in diamonds, and that's that great hexagon style in diamonds around them. So do you have those, Jess, for sure? You got it. Let's show them on the ear here. That's what they look like on. They're quite large. They're quite large because you're getting over 2 carats in the stone by itself, and then you have the diamonds around them. And that's that great look. Look at how bright they're glowing. Isn't that great? So those are our tourmaline earrings. They're $888, only one pair there. And that's, yeah, go ahead, Jason, which one? Spinels, all right. Rose gold's okay? Is rose gold okay? Just making sure. All right, let's go back to the wheel because we just had the spinels go. Tourmalines are here. And spinels are gone. Congratulations on the spinels. Spinels are going to be at number 1113898. Tourmalines and our 1 carat plus diamond weight. That's 1 carat 03 in diamond weight together for $888. Somebody's got to get the yellow and the white diamond earrings. Let me show those on as well so you can see what those are all about. They're so pretty. They're all going to be post and butterfly backings. The tourmalines are hanging out. That's what the diamond earring looks like there. You can see it's yellow diamonds in the middle and then the white diamonds paved. I'm just, setting them there. They're obviously going to sit a little bit better when they have their backing on, but that's what they look like. White and yellow just as is there, but it's a carat 03 total weight in diamonds for $888 in the yellow and the white. Let's go back to the wheel and we'll show you what else we got. So tourmalines, yellow and white diamond earrings. Which one would you like? We can't leave those there. This is a giveaway. They're $2,499 earrings that we're doing for $888 instead, which the green tourmalines are gone. So we have 1 pair left. Let's zoom in and bring up that graphic for you. We'll just zoom right on in here to the yellow and the white since the tourmalines are sold. These do stay as is, of course, on the diamond earrings. Carat 03 is the total weight here, 21 in the yellow and 82 in the white diamonds. And if you would like those, that's your close-up view just to see what it's all about. Great finishing. These are also 111. That's going to be actually 112-745, 0745, and that's all we have left. And they're $888. So 112-0745, stay as is. They're 14K, yellow and white. Yeah. Of course. Sure. Why not? Just in case they're like microscopic, right? And you can't see them, and you're going to be like, oh, where are those earrings? Spinel earrings going on the ear real quick. And Jason, who can I ask got these? Oh, they didn't get them yet because they're like, they might be too tiny. Take a look. There they are on. There's the spinel earring. Remember, you got the carat weights for them, right? 2 carats 37 total weight in spinels, diamonds in the middle that are bezel set, rose gold only. That's what they look like. What's that? All right. So we're verifying on the yellow and the white diamond earrings. Let's go back up close. Take a look at those, and then we'll see who's got them. And then, Jason, should I put those back on the wheel? Will you tell me if you've got them or not? Okay, I want to give them first dibs. If they don't want them, we've got somebody who does. So just let me know. Spinels are here. You can get the spinels. All right, we'll show the spinels again. Spinels are coming up again for you if you'd like the yellow and the white diamond. Carat 03 total. My goodness. for $888. Yellow and white. Look at how piercing and bright those yellow diamonds are. They're incredible, and they're clustered together, so it just looks like one big stone setting on top of this beautiful bed of white diamonds, but it's a cluster. All right, so those are here. Kind of give you a little drop too. I mean, it's still a, you know, close to the earring, but they've got a nice drop. And Jason, just to make sure I can show these or no? Yeah, available? All right. That's what the spinels look like up close. 111-3898, 888 pink spinel earrings. We're about to show you a pink spinel ring coming up. They're in rose gold only, so you don't see much of the gold though, I will tell you that. It's really just from straight on when they're on the ear, you're just gonna see the rose gold bezel for the diamond, not much else in the gold color. I'm not a rose gold person, but I wouldn't take those any other way than the way they are, because you want that background in the gold. Just let the pink red spinels do their thing. Let them sing, let them shine, let them be their neon selves there and just glow for you. And that's really what it's all about. So that's $888 for the pair. I hope you get them. If you love them, take them, try them. You're going to be really, really satisfied with those. And you can still call us on the yellow and white diamond carat 03 total weight as well. I would recommend those highly. This is just one of those values where I would be moving on if it weren't for, that's the best value I can show you. So, you know, we're here with 30 minutes left on a Thursday and probably a lot of latecomers and late arrivals to the show. You're looking at some of our best value in earrings that we've ever had. And I mean that. This is 237 of exotic, one source spinels, and they're all matched, and there are 10 stones, and there's a diamond in between, and it's a floral. Couldn't be prettier, yes. Okay. She gonna take, okay, let's see. Emerald ring, we're talking about the 115. Susan about to give this back? She about to give the emerald back? All right, let's find out. Anybody who wants the floral earrings, we're just gonna show something from earlier here. We've got an emerald piece. I think this one sold, but maybe not, so we'll have to figure that out. This was my carat 15, and for those of you just tuning in tonight, for the last half hour of the show, this is an emerald that is truly, I've been here a long time, been doing this a long, we've been shopping together, a lot of us have been shopping together for 21 years. This is one of the best emeralds I've ever had the privilege of showing. That is because emerald has a lot of faults, and that's why we love them. It's just like us as humans, right? Nobody's perfect, and no stone is perfect. And if you look at a stone that is really giving you, it's a give or take, it's a push or pull. You have to decide. In emeralds, do you want to get clarity? Do you want to get color? You never get them both, with the exception of this stone here. This Colombian mine stone is one of our best and brightest. I think it's still available. I'm not sure. I don't know. It sounds like it's in limbo. We showed it earlier. It's a carat 15. It looks visually like if it were any other stone, it'd look like a 2 carat 30 at least. It's in the signature mounting with a carat 01 in VS diamonds all around it. It's finished on the inside. Take it with, like, hand on heart. As an emerald lover, it's my own birthstone, so I feel obligated to know everything there is to know about emeralds. It's my own birthstone. I grew up knowing that and studying it before I was even knew I'd ever be doing jewelry, anything in my life. It wasn't my goal in life to be a jewelry salesperson, but here I am. This is the piece to get. This is emerald that is that emerald that normally costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you think that's an exaggeration, head out to your favorite Rodeo Drive store, Madison Avenue, flip through the catalogs, call them, look at their online catalogs, look at what emeralds go for when they look like this. Not some tweaked photo that's just, you know, photoshopped to look great and then you get it home and go, what is that? I didn't buy a piece of green moon rock. I bought emerald. Why does it look like this? Most of them are opaque. They're cloudy. They're hazy. They're just not something that you're going to look twice at. This is another level. Carat 15 in the size, carat 01 in diamonds, and it's $19.99. So see, the giveaways started early tonight. Started desperation hour several hours ago. So this is the chance to pick it up. Yeah. Okay. Here it is on the inside. She just did want to see it again, right? Y'all want to see it again, right? Like I said, Who knows? Available, not available, we don't know. But that's going to be $19.99 if you'd like it. So just had to show that again for those of you that are late arrivals to the show. And then we'll get into, I did not forget about you, Janet. We've got your merengue. You're just getting a lot of requests from earlier. So it sounds like a lot of late arrivals tonight. So that makes sense. If you've been doing something else on this Thursday, want to check out what we've had, good chance to do it right there at $19.99. And then here is the merengue from last night, which is this wraparound design. Gorgeous. You know, we usually talk about pinks and red. This one's got a really big kind of purple streak through it, which is really pretty. It's still neon. That's what neon, if you've ever been in an amusement park and you wore a white t-shirt that day and you went in one of those rides where it's supposed to be space and they've got black lights, right? That's UV light. And so suddenly your white t-shirt is glowing purpley blue. I mean, that's kind of what the neon is. So neon, even in this pinky red gem, kind of looking purple blue here because it's so overly neon. And it's a big stone here as well. It's our 138 oval. It's got 46 points in pink diamonds. They're going to do that first wraparound. And then you have another 44 points in the white diamonds. The item number is 1572. It was here last night, so it's going to come right up. And it's actually a one only that was $99.99. It would go beautifully with the merengue spinel earrings, which I think are still here. I haven't heard otherwise. And I don't know until I hear. So that's the earring that I would think would be so beautiful. This ring on the hand, this earring on your lobe. How pretty would that be together? Rose gold in the earring, a little touch of rose gold for the pink diamonds around this stone, and you can have the entire ring for $23.99. So huge value there. Thank you. Does she want to see any more information about the earrings since, anyways, because, why not? I'll try it on real quick just in case she missed it. This is already sold, but just wanted to show that. And that was it Janet or Janice? Just to make sure I'm Janet. Thanking the right person. Thank you, Janet. Enjoy. So that is the ring now gone. Congrats on that one. Let's see here. I got to show this because it's our 15 karat plus blue wing block D. I spent the early part of the show. We had some requests prior to the show beginning for emerald cut tanzanites. And we brought out 2 in the 6 karat size. And they're both still here. So here's the big one. That maybe, just maybe, if the 6 carats weren't quite perfect for you, maybe something to consider here if we get this price down low enough. The item number is 1118738. Thank you on the merengue. Earrings are still here, but the ring is gone. So and I think you can check on those diamond earrings as well. They may still be here also. So we got some great choices for you to take at the end of the day. Don't wait till the end of the show when everybody starts to bombard us with phone calls and get those last minute requests, and we want to make sure you get what you love. But here we are with a very, very special 1583 emerald cut. It is a true stunning emerald cut stone, huge size, never, ever, ever does it fade or have any lighter color for any of the stone than you see all the way to the outside. There are those reds too. One little water spot, let me get that off. And I'll try it on while I'm at it. 61 points is the diamond weight. They're gonna go right around as the halo. Look at that, perfect defined corners. Tapered prongs as well, designer aspect there. Got this crazy cool setting that's gonna be basket work to keep it really nice, and it's a great feel. It keeps it stabilized on the hand. Obviously this one's about 3 sizes too big for me, so it's just gonna flop around in my hand, but we're sizing it for you. That's the thing. Everyone's got a different ring size. We do down to for those of you that go, I'm not a 7, I'm not a 10, I'm not a 5. If you're a quarter, half size, 3/4 size, we do all those specifics. So this is really going to be a custom fit and truly what you want to have. It's going to be ready to put on your hand and wear every single moment of every day, if you wish, from the moment you open the box. And it's also one of our better per carats. Now it stays in the white gold. This is just one we can't modify at this point in that respect. But we are going to make it a huge value, and we are going to get this price down. And if this gives you any idea, there's a lot going on this bag. That's the bag. And I don't just do that. That's like over months and months and months of markdowns and sales shows and events, and started at, I don't know if you saw, $19,999 is where it all began. And now it's not. Can I even find the final low? I don't know. I see $99.99. I see $69.99. What is this? This is really going below $69.99 tonight. Wow. So instead of even, yeah, go ahead, Tony, we'll reflect those discounts because I'm really going there. And you know what? I'll take an extra bonus discount just for the end of this night so we can make sure it goes. Tonight's the night. And also, one more thing, finished. Not me, not yet. We have 23 minutes. But the undergallery is finished. Following along the cut of the stone. Never want the undergallery to take away from the beauty of the cutting. How about this little S curve, anybody? Like a little figure 8 S curve? Is your name Susan? Is your name Sally? Is your name whatever? I mean, look at that. Last name, S. There's little S curves in the gallery. And this side, little dove's tail. That is just one of my favorite places in the entire world is in Baja California's Cod La Paz, meaning peace. So when you enter the city, the landmark is the dove's tail right there. It's huge. It's like the equivalent to the, you know, when you go to Las Vegas and you see the sign, the famous Las Vegas sign, welcome to fabulous Las Vegas. It's like that, but it's the dove's tail. And that's what's in this basket. This gallery work is so detailed and so pretty and different on all 4 sides. I love it. And we're not going to do $69, and we're not going to do $59.99. Let's try to replicate these unbelievable per carat values we've been seeing in the last couple of days and bring you yet another incredible moment here to get it less than even $5,500. It's $54.99, your brand new markdown tonight. And when it's a 15 karat 83, that means it's coming down to $345 or so a carat. I think that's $347 if my math is correct. So you are looking at a very important value with all the red flashes and, of course, free diamonds, free gold, along with it in the white gold. Let me know if there's anything else we can show you tonight before we go. Just about 20 minutes left. Usually I have to set the stone completely upright to see the reds. You're seeing it right here. It's at a, because it's such a big piece. You see how it's sitting here on the wheel at a slant, at a diagonal, and that's only going to become even more wild. Look at the reds all the way through. Such a bright, beautiful stone. And now we can get you the big stone for the teeny tiny little per carat as well. So it's nice to be able to see, you know, that's not logically the way the gem world works. As you get into bigger material, I don't care what the stone is, as you get into bigger material, it's going to be a higher per carat value. It's going to be a higher per carat price. You're going to be required to pay a higher price tag for bigger stones. That is just not what we do here. We have been making this like level playing field for all the tanzanites, yet they're the best quality, and no matter which one you choose to get, from a 3 to a 5 to a 10 to a 15 or more like this is, you're getting these exquisite per carat values that just cannot be topped. We're going to have to do a recap because we have quite a few pieces from the show available for this point of a show. We usually don't have much of anything available, so I'm going to show you some of the key pieces that are still here, and we'll just, it'll be really helpful, I think, for anybody who has missed portions of the show. We even have a gents ring. Oh, the gents ring is so incredibly special. So we'll show that. We've got some tourmaline, some tanzanite. We've got, yes, another emerald cut. Let me flash that really quickly. I referenced the 6 carat we showed you earlier. We have a 620. So if this is just too big, I understand. Let's show you the 620 that we have in an emerald cut and get this one, 112-0210. That is it right there, 6 carat 20, lots of red, specialty trillion cut and round diamonds together. That one's down to $24.99. So just a little recap from earlier on that special emerald cut, just a smaller option than the 15 carat, which is still here. And then we're going to show you a recap. Yes? The round, sure. Yes, I can. That one I think is sold, but I'm not sure. I just do what I'm told here. If they want to see it, sometimes it's the person who got it usually that wants to see it again. So let me just show that. That was the, you're talking about the 581, I assume? Yeah, this is the 581 turquoise we did earlier. Carat 77 in diamonds. That was 1122685. That would be the 177 in diamond platform there. You can see smaller to larger as they extend out the sides and over and around the corner there. I love that. It just makes for this beautiful quatrefoil type look overall to the shape and the design of the ring. You're getting a carat 77, and I did not get the open, so we just marked it down even further, and we went $14.99 in any gold color you want. So that's awfully special too. So big value there. Enjoy it if you get it. That is such a good round, isn't it? 581 is the size, plus you're getting the diamonds that wrap around the edges like that. That's the one they want to see, Tim? Okay, let me try it on for you as well. So here we go. This is what it looks like from a distance, and I love the way it sits up a little bit higher. This is what I want you to see, is the profile. I know we had some of you concerned earlier that it might be a little too large or too big. This is definitely going to sit up a little higher, but nothing that's obtrusive at all. This is really a beautiful stone with a 581 size. This is genuine through and through Sleeping Beauty, by the way. It's not, please, you can never tell necessarily by looking. You have to ask your retailer or your source. You have to ask them questions like, is it stabilized? Because a lot of material, and you would not necessarily be able to tell with the naked eye, it can be very tricky, and a lot of material is just stabilized turquoise, where it's a lot of turquoise material that's essentially glued together as one. This is a natural, solid, huge cabochon piece of round, totaling almost 6 carats. It's a beautiful color. It's got a carat 77 in diamonds. I mean, that's just one for the ages there. So that's a great looking stone. I know it doesn't sit on its own very well, so I'll just give it a little bit of help because it does sit up like this kind of northeast southwest pattern that you have there. So that's really good. And it can be done in any gold color. And you're looking at one of our better values of the night. We have a few of them though. There have been some standout superstars tonight, all night really. So we're going to do that. We're going to recap all the pieces that are available so that we can kind of clean sweep the show here. Yes. And if you have any questions or something specifically you want to see, or you want to see it with the graphics or on the hand or by itself, let me know so we can do that for you. We'll be happy to do that because we only have about 16 minutes left at this point. And so it's go time. Pick those favorites you have. Don't wait till the very end of the show because that's when everybody's making their decisions and that's when everybody's deciding what they've got to have. So it can sometimes be a little too late by that point. Yes. I like this one in the white just because there's such a big diamond weight to it. I was saying that earlier. Normally I love a turquoise in yellow, and don't get me wrong, it's going to look amazing in yellow too. But given that there's such a focal point being the diamonds from every single angle, and our diamonds are so beautiful in white, I think that maybe you want to leave it in the white gold here. But remember, it's very, I pointed this out earlier, where the diamonds are set, it's all about the diamonds. It's not like a little diamond in a lot of gold. It's really still, even if a yellow gold backdrop is what you choose, you're still going to see the diamonds as the headliner piece here with your turquoise. It's really just adding a backdrop that's different. It reminds me of like a pillow, if you will, a platform, a pillow, this soft, beautiful, curved kind of platform for this stone to sit on top of. So that's the turquoise at $14.99. What a sensational value that is. Then we've got a few more pieces, including this men's ring. This is one that I got really excited because I don't see a lot of gents rings that are priced like this. So I showed it really, really early. It is an incredible gents piece with a black opal in the center. It's our carat 05 black opal, looks larger. Now, if you do want to go with an oval turquoise, I have one of those too. So we had an opal turquoise, or an oval turquoise, opal, oval, oval, opal, oval turquoise. That's our turquoise that we had to start the show. That one's only $888. Stays in white gold. My favorite tourmaline, this color blending of pink and golden. I'm just going to do a whole recap here. I'm going to show you all these incredible pieces that we still have left because there are just too many pieces. We got to move all of them, and look at all of them are one of a kinds as well. So keep that in mind. This is the big mandarin. I'm going to move that up, and we're going to bring the mandarin behind it. That's our heart shape. Yes, Tim, go ahead. Are you talking about the round? Yeah, true to size on that one. Complete. Let me show you the shank in the back on that turquoise round, because obviously we have the oval now we've added, which is also true to size. Here's the back side of that round turquoise, so you can see there what it looks like. That's how, it's a very classic style to the shank, so that one's going to be true to size for that reason. And look at that turquoise. There it is, all the way through. Solid, beautiful color. And look at the colors, by the way. Same color whether you choose the round or the oval. The colors are perfection, spot on, exactly what you want to see. So choose either and you're getting the best of the best in the turquoise. And then I'm going to add something else here to this very, very special wheel that we're recapping. I'm going to show you, here's the cross ring. This is such a pretty ring, and it's very affordable. It's one of our most affordable pieces of the night, actually. It's, I know we usually see a lot of cross jewelry in pendants and necklaces, only this is a ring with 30 points in diamonds and yellow gold. So this is just we'll leave it to 5 so we can still stay focused on each one and get you any questions you have answered. But there are 5 pieces that have all been shown in full presentations tonight, still remain available. And listen, I would not recap things if I thought, yeah, I know why that's still available. When you have a wheel like this, where all of these pieces, every single one, I feel so strongly about, and there's such important values and such really distinctive pieces that I'm not one for recaps. A, we normally don't have anything to recap. B, sometimes there might be a reason, and a good one maybe why it's still around. Maybe it wasn't the top quality stone, maybe it was a little higher price. All of these have that quality and value built in. So that's why I'm giving a little extra time here, a little, if you will, a little encore, so that we can get a last look. So if it is a case that you joined us a little later because you were watching something else or because you were busy with, all the obligations of life and you're ready to kick back a little bit, well, we've got 13 minutes left and we got to move a lot of jewelry. So this is where you go take a look at what we've had, and then we can kind of recap them and show you all the details if you need to see them one more time. But do not wait, because they're all the one-of-a-kinds here. And from mandarin in a heart shape that's over 7 carats, to the turquoise in front of it that is also huge, that's a 726. And then you've got the gents opal, which could be men's or ladies. Really, that style works either way. That's done with a lot of gold. Also one of our heavier diamond weights to ever show in a men's ring, 89 points in diamonds. Then you've got the cross ring, which, by the way, is $5.99. So that gives you 30 points in solid yellow gold. That's a $5.99. Not a lot in rings that are going to be under $600 in today's day and age. And then you've got the tourmaline. That's a tourmaline behind it in the back corner left, which is that beautiful sunset pink, purple, golden, orange, all these different hues wrapped into one in a round Portuguese cut. It's dazzling. Let's give them all 60 seconds. Take your pick, ask your questions, see it on the hand one more time, guide me, tell me where you want to go and what you want to know more about here. But those are too fabulous to be up here. And remember, the first row, $5.99, $8.88. So left or right, first row, under $1,000. $19.99 for this gents opal. $19.99. And then you've got this huge mandarin garnet heart shape down to just, that is one of our best values. I still can't get over that. $28.88 for that mandarin garnet heart shape, and $26.99 for that fabulous tourmaline that's in the back left. So everything up here is under $2,900, which is really staggering when you think about and look at the quality of each individual piece, how rare and exceptional. I mean, my goodness, we could go on and on and on about just how unusual every piece up there is. I mean, pieces you cannot duplicate. Obviously, with the large size of the turquoise, heart-shaped mandarin, big round tourmaline. The opal is incredible. For that opal to be giving that kind of color from a distance away under the spotlights it's in, exquisite opal. So 28, or rather, yeah, $28.88 or less for any one of those 5. 2 pieces under $1,000 each, $8.88 for the turquoise, only $5.99 for the diamond cross ring. Take your pick, take your favorites while they're here. They're not going to last. And we know this with 10 minutes now wrapping up the show. And we don't see you guys back on TV until Saturday and Sunday morning. So keep that in mind as well. We're online only on Fridays. So this is where, again, a lot of people are going to be asking about those favorite pieces here tonight before the show ends or right after the show ends. So we want to make sure you have a chance to pick them up. Take a look at it one more time. This is what we have for you. And again, any questions, want to see them on, we'll help you with that. With 60 final seconds, then we'll move on. Because I still want to show you some new. If you're going, I've been with you all day, I've seen them all, I know the deal, we'll move on and show you some other new pieces. But I felt like those pieces are all such incredible pieces on their own, such beautiful ideas and great values. We really wanted to bring those back just for another look, give you your last chance to take them, ask those questions if you have them, and we'll help you out. And then don't forget that blue wing. Emerald cut, 6 carat 20 available. So is the 15 carat 83 still available. And anything else you'd like to see, you holla at me, we'll show it to you. But we have got something else coming up. We'll show you that beautiful fawn. I've got a fawn diamond too that's got a lot of pink to it. And I know it's not inexpensive, but it's, you know, one of those that borders more on pink than it does brown. There it is. So that's a fawn diamond we have for you if you're interested in a fawn diamond that's over a carat. We also have a little finale deal on a Zumbar and garnet that I'm very excited to show you, and anything else you'd like to see, let me know. And I did want to get this in because I was reminded with the mandarin garnet, I told you at the time that we had the same mounting, but with a round aqua. This one, I think that needs a moment. What do you guys think? Round Portuguese cut, Sierra Santa Maria aqua? Yes, please. It also happens to have that very large diamond weight to it. That is when an aqua can sit next to a turquoise and be that similar in color, you're looking at special aquamarine. It's our 643 round. It's got a carat 07 in diamonds. And it's also a brand new markdown. It's under $3,000. And here we go again. We're keeping this wheel because I just added a ring that's been $69.99. Actually, I'm sorry, I always say $69.99. This is $79.99 for that aqua. It's a ring that's got an $8,000 price tag. We just added to that wheel, and you know what that means because we're keeping it true to the price. Everything is still $2,900 or under. The aqua that I just added, which has an $8,000 TVON price, is actually going to be $2,888 as well. We're going to do it for the same price as the mandarin garnet. So you can get the 7-carat heart-shaped mandarin, or you can get the huge, huge round aqua, and each with incredible signature diamond mountings, and either one is $2,888. So it's our first time seeing it tonight, is that aqua. Take a look at it one more time, and then we'll see what we have left at the end of the night here. So our last call on anything up there. Now we just added the aqua, which is our, can we just bring up the graphics real quick? We're gonna block some of this side here, but I wanna show the aqua since we haven't seen it tonight yet. It's our 643, it's item number 112, 1415. And if you ever wanted a gorgeous Sierra Santa Maria, that's it. 643 is the size, carat 07 is the diamond weight, and it's for one caller only, and it's now $2,888 only. That's it. So it's gonna be a quick one. And no, Diane, thank you very much. Diane, just to answer your question, no, I am my own stylist. No stylist. No stylist. No, my gosh, that would take away the best part of the job, is shopping for your clothes. No, yeah, Diane, thank you so much. Diane, and any questions you have, I'll be happy to answer. Alex Perry is the designer on this. But thank you, Diane, so much. All right, so $2,888, let's go to our finale. You guys are ready for the finale. I always like to bring out something at the end of a show like this that we haven't seen, that we can completely say, thank you for being with us till the very end of the night. And it's a brand new piece we're sharing with you that is a Royal Zambaran garnet. It also has a pink row and a white row of diamonds. These are all, I know it's gonna look like, wait a minute, what's going on? That's the other side that's usually right down the middle. What is going on here? It's 1122670. This is dressing up a fabulous way to do a Zambaran. Like, there's a lot of diamonds and a lot of great pieces that have a pretty solitaire style with a band right down the middle. This is just, it's the same kind of thing. Do not hesitate, because it's the same kind of styling. It just puts the diamond rows right beneath the pear shape. It's gonna fit like every other ring. It's gonna feel like every other ring, but it's got a 1 carat 90 Zambaran garnet, and that's going to be nestled in this double row that basically wraps around it, and you can have fun with it the way you angle it. If you want to add a wonder ring, it'd be beautiful with that as well. That's a lot of fun to do. You can do that also. It's whatever you'd like to do here, but I got to tell you, it's a major, major value. It's 17 points in the pink diamonds, 15 points in the white diamonds. We have 5 minutes and a blowout. So it's time to make sure this goes, and Zambaran it's that color shifting garnet. It's this month's birthstone. So we know a lot of you celebrating January birthdays know that you have a lot of different choices when it comes to garnet. It's not just all about the reds or the browns, but you have this really unusual exotic here. And yet, take a look at this on the hand. Yeah, that's what it looks like one way. I'll flip it around and show you the other so you can take your pick. But what a fun way to do it. And then if you wanted to add a wonder ring to this side or this side, you can. Totally up to you. Let me flip it the other way so you can see it like this. Looks great that way too. It's just, talk about a way to distinguish your jewelry from everything else you have. How many times we're all guilty of it, where we like what we like, and I always say that's just the human nature of us, is we like what we like, so a lot of times we end up buying the same thing over and over, right? It's like everything I kind of wear looks the same, or everything I kind of wear in jewelry. That's because we like what we like. But a little change or a little adjustment can sometimes make a big difference, and you'll be amazed at how those can be quickly your favorites or your new favorites when you do step outside the box. And I'm not asking, about doing it in a crazy way here. It's still a very elegant, classic ring. It's just doing something just a little different. And we're going to give it away here at the end of the night with pink and white diamonds. Giving it away is what we do. This is a big thank you for being with us. We have 4 minutes left. If you want to ask about anything you've seen in the last 3 hours, we will help you with that. Give us a call. We'll be here for a couple minutes after we go off the air as well to help you out. But this is actually going to be, it's a really good deal. It's got and you should know this because it's $22.99, and ordinarily if it weren't like desperation time in the last couple of minutes, I would just say $22.99 and be proud of that. We're going to give it away right now. First caller, you can have it for $999. And it's, yeah, I know. Just got to do that just to make sure this piece can go at the end of the night here. So $999 gets it to you. I would recommend it as is to keep it in the rose and the white combination there, and then you get January's birthstone, but it's a stone that changes, I won't say changes color, it shifts between pinks and purples and reds and blues. You see it all, and it's just it doesn't need a fancy change of light source. You'll notice just from going inside to outside. Be inside the house, it looks more dominant in one way. Outside in the sunlight, it's going to show you a little more color another way. Go into a fluorescent light environment versus, let's say, a little more of that kind of cool light. It's going to shift, and sometimes you end up seeing more blues, sometimes you see more purple, sometimes you see more red. Zambaran means purple in Swahili. That's what the Tanzanian folks called it when they mined it, but it does tend to shift. So we've got 3 minutes left to see who's got it. And by the way, the basket is in rose as well. So you see the rest of the band is in white. That basket essentially is an extension of the pink diamond row, which also, how nice is that it's elevated? It's elevated a little bit up and above the white diamonds. So it's giving you that tiered stack design. This is an incredible deal. $9.99 at the end of the show just to give something away. If you have any questions, like I said, a lot of jewelry still being talked about right now. So we've got a last call for you to take advantage. If you have a question, operators have the answers, right? This is when you call in, get those questions answered, and let me know who's got the Zambaran, because that should go. And we have about 2 minutes left in our broadcast. And I'm not on TV tomorrow, but we're online. So if you want to hang out with Joyce on a Friday night, I know a lot of you do. So that would be a really good thing, 5 p.m. Pacific. So it starts a little earlier than most of our evening shows do. So 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. She will see you then, and she'll have 3 hours of jewelry for you. And then, of course, we're back with everybody, television and online and everywhere else. And that'll be Saturday morning. Don't forget, 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. And we are going to have quite the weekend. So I hope you'll join me for it. Special ideas all weekend long. Diane, some new outfits as well. Yeah. So in the final 90 seconds, and did you get, Jason, anything from the previous ideas? Nothing? Okay. Eventually that pizza's going to get here, right? DoorDash left it. Did they leave it? Did they leave it at the gate? Okay, so here we go, $9.99. That's it, guys. Final minute and 15. We still got some great jewelry from tonight, so thanks again for being with us. Appreciate you watching and joining us and hanging out with us and shopping and registering and all the good things. We really appreciate you joining us whenever you can. So make sure to join Joyce tomorrow night for 5 o'clock Pacific time for the online show. Of course, you know where to go, TVON.com. That's our website, Facebook, YouTube. All those great ways to watch on a Friday and ease into this big holiday weekend. And then, of course, I'll be with you the rest of the holiday weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Saturday and Sunday during the day, in the morning out here, and Monday night to wrap it all up for the big finale. So we hope to see you all then. Join us when you can. We're going to have great jewelry to show you, lots of debut pieces, exciting discounts and values for the holiday weekend. So I hope that we will see you at some point throughout the holiday weekend. If we don't, be safe and travel safely and be well and stay healthy, everybody. And we'll have a great time this whole weekend. So we'll see you guys tomorrow online, everywhere online and TV, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And thanks so much again for being with us. We'll be here for a few minutes. I know we're busy on the line, so we'll be continuing to take your calls for the next few minutes after we go off the air to help you out with anything else. Don't wait, because pieces do go, and we want to make sure you get your favorites. And from all of us at TVON, we wish you a great rest of your evening. I'm Lauren Blair, and Joyce will see you tomorrow. I'll see you on Saturday and Sunday, Monday.